brother, I never know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing right now. So, you see, this is a sponsored stream. It's like the first sponsored stream I've ever done, and I wanted to do a real good job for Papa, you know, like I really wanted to make underscore proud, because they believed in me, because they made the regrettable decision to believe in me. And I wanted to fulfill all of the requirements in the little brief that they gave me about everything that I needed to do a sponsored stream. But you see, I'm very stupid, and I did not test well ahead of time, and there are assets that they did not give me access to in the Google Drive. But I took this sponsorship because it actually looked fun, and I thought it would be fun to play games with all of you, and this actually lets me do that, you know? Like, there aren't a lot of ways that I can play games with all of you, and I thought this sounded really fun, which is why I took it. But now I feel very foolish because not only am I going to be tremendously bad at this game, we're gonna like, and I want you to know we are going to be looking at silly houses. We are going to be making fun of rich people houses soon. But we're gonna be playing this for like a half hour first, and I am very excited. I want to play games with you guys. I think that it will be fun. I think we will have a lot of fun playing this, but also I don't know, we can never be clean. We live in fear. I wish I'd done a better job with literally everything about this, but you know, you live and learn. So thank you for bearing with me. I'm sorry I'm a little late. So the way that this is gonna work, right? We're gonna play this game together, and whoever, you have to log in with like Steam or something else, something similar enough, and whoever is at the top of the leaderboard, at the end of it, who is logged in, you will, why does it keep making me sign in? Oh my god. Okay, you will win a $50 gift card. This seems like a fun idea. Spark, thank you so much! Thank you so much for the raid. Have I tried signing in? Listen, I've signed in like 4 times. It also automatically opens in full screen mode, which was the biggest thing. Like, May and Wolf and I were just like on a call trying to figure out how on earth to get it so that, because I only have one monitor, and so like I literally couldn't stream it. And so, like, I literally couldn't stream it. Hearing myself now? And so, like, I literally couldn't stream it. Oh, good lord. Okay. Well, I think we fixed that problem, if no other problem. So what I have to do now is wait for the game to end, which is fine because it's only like 30 seconds. Okay. Now I should have a window where where this should work. Let's see if it captures it, please God. No. Yes. Okay. Okay. We're all good. Guys, we made it happen. What is the game? So, the platform is LUDEO. It lets you play things entirely in your browser. You don't have to install anything. It should be fun. Sounds brutal? Yeah, so is everything today, man. What's his face? Thank you so much for the sub. Oh my god. So, deal is you don't have to install anything. You can just click the link and play with us. The link May has it. What enemies are we killing? I don't even know, man. I'm so bad at games, but we're gonna learn together. It only works on Chrome, yes. Or Chromium-based browsers, so, you know, there are other options. That's crazy with no context? Yeah, I'm just bad at games, man. Like, I'm so bad at games. But yeah, the premise is, yeah. Play and complete in browser right now. No download required. Powered by LUDEO. Top of the leaderboard. Loser board? I am going to be top of the loser board. At the end of this stream, wins a $50 gift card. Log in to win. There you go. You got it. Finally. Linux gaming. So real. So I don't really know how this works. I guess I just start playing and you guys will like load in? I don't know. I don't know. Also, they didn't give me access to their Google Drive with all of their assets. So it's also in my panels. You can look in my panels if you want the link. Cider, no way! Oh my gosh! Girl, I finished my my not cover letter. Professor Leo, thank you for the raid as well. I finished my my personal statement. I stated my personhood quite personally, and now I have to do my CV. I gotta release myself on CV. We broke it. No, you can't have broken it already, please. It's my first sponsored stream. I just want to make my work Okay, try reloading it, maybe? Cider, though, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Yo, Captain Kerbal, thank you so much. 10 months. And Ethan, thank you. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna start it, I guess. And you can just watch me not be able to play a game. It's really fascinating how bad I am. Okay, let's go. Who lordy? Do we need to log in? I honestly can't tell if you're like joking. I honestly can't tell if you're messing with me. If you are, heck yeah, keep doing it. That rocks. Ah!
The vibes are bad.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes they just are, so. Okay, well. So if we look at the leaderboard, oh wow, you guys are a lot better at games than I am. I don't know why I'm surprised by this. Giddy Breadstick, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Okay, let's go again. Let's go again. We'll see if it keeps me logged in. Please, I pray to God. Please keep me logged in, please. That was a lot of chaos? Yes. I am convinced that that's what this is. This is just a lot of chaos. But you wanted me to do this, but but they paid me to do this. Well, not yet. Maybe they won't even pay me because I've been really frazzled and weird and bad at this. I hope they do though. I hope they do. Lordy. Okay, let's start this game. Come on. Please let me play. We test and prod. It's always fun when you see like some kind of engineering problem and it's not your problem and you're just like, nice. Someone else's problem. Yo, Cyborg Golf Gaming! I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for being here. Maybe refresh? I'm like literally not sure I can. I think it might log me out. We'll see.
I am healed.
Ah!
My wrath knows no bounds.
What? Where did it go? Oh god, I'm so cooked. Guys, I'm so cooked. Yeah, incredibly cooked. Well done. Cooked to perfection. Move? It's a good point. It's really good advice to move sometimes when you're playing a game. Someday I'll be a real gamer. You'll watch me move so much. Ah! How is everything so bad all the time?
You're close by.
That was my best score ever. Bro, that was my best. I really want to check the leaderboard again, but I'm worried that if I open it, I won't be able to get back. No! I'm the queen. Don't you know I'm the queen? Let me in! Okay, leaderboard. Wow. Gameroid. That makes sense that Gameroid would be the best at gamer. The best #1 gamer. Gameroid. The problem with reloading is that it closes. Why does the loading screen take as long as the amount of time you're allowed to spend in the game? Ah. Maple got 13s. Oh, that's my pro gamer mod right there. She's so talented. Yes! We win forever! Winning until the end of time! No one can stop us from winning! Oh, we're gonna win! Oh, we're gonna win!
Looks like I'm about to gain a guardian angel.
I don't know what that means. I am lacking some important context. Wah! Guys, I am becoming increasingly a gamer. Increasingly, I am becoming a gamer. I'm gonna beat all of you, I think. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get a $50 gift card. And then all of you will vote me for best game VTuber gamer, pro gamer VTuber gamer. Incremental success. Dude, this from a girl who won most improved 2 years in a row in dance class. And I earned them. I freaking earned them. 2 years in a row, I improved more than anyone else, and I was still the worst, but by God, was I out there freaking improving. Yeah, not great. By the end of this session, I do believe I will be the best gamer you know. Probably the best gamer ever. I honestly don't know if that was their critical hit or my critical hit, but I am taking credit for it though. That was me as far as I am concerned. See? See? As far as I'm concerned. What is the leaderboard looking like? Where is she? Where's our girl? 37. Respectable, I want to say. So respectable. Please, let me in. Let me in. Oh, it literally says it right there. Yeah, good point. Good point on that. That was a good point that you made. What even is this? What's happening to me? Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was rough. That was rough. I play GeoGuessr, so I'm already a gamer. That is an unpopular opinion. I don't think anyone would be like, oh yeah, I'm a bit of a gamer. I play a lot of GeoGuessr. I do love GeoGuessr though.
I can feel your essence.
You can feel my essence! That's not allowed. I don't think you should be allowed to feel anyone's essence, without permission. I got killed, yeah, by a wacky wavy inflatable tube man. I did. I don't even feel my own essence, dude. No way someone else is gonna be feeling my essence, I swear. Ah! Oh, I got killed by the car dealership guy again. This is why you shouldn't trust a oh god. I don't really understand the interface, but boy do I love to mash buttons. Boy do I love to mash buttons. I'm gonna be doing it all day, every day. You give me a button, oh boy, I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna press it fast, I'm gonna press it repeatedly. I'm gonna press it without a freaking care in the world, with very little self-awareness or understanding of what exactly it is that I'm doing. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure I just walked into a bomb. That was awesome. Awesome work, Ellie. Really good situational awareness. You should have been a spy. You could have been a spy. Stop dodging my attacks! I would like to hit you. You know, so... The re-emergence of Flash games! Bro, that's literally what we're doing. But isn't that kind of sick, though? Like, honestly, I feel like that's a good pitch. They should put that in their promotional materials. Like, who didn't love Flash games? If you could have played those with your friends, like, I swear. We're gonna try not to go into, like, the toxic goop.
Upgrades! Oh!
Yeah, I'm never gonna do as well again as I did that first time. That's okay. What is this? You can play this with me if you want to. We can play together and you can make me sorry that I'm like this. Ah! I don't want to be in either of those places. Why is it so hard to just be a little man on a screen? You love the toxic goop. Man. I wish I could learn to love the toxic goop. Oh, I got gooped right in the face. That's not what I wanted to say. Okay. Anyone else keep clicking off your tab? Yes, every freaking time.
I feel stronger than a lion.
I like that they gave him a Russian accent. I think that adds a lot. That was our best performance yet. Is it the same 15 seconds over and over? Yes. Yes, we're grinding for success. This is what practice looks like. This is what practice looks like. Doesn't being good at chess make you a strategy gamer? Okay, listen. I went to a school with a very big, like, gaming culture, a university, and I will tell you that they certainly did not consider me a gamer because I played chess. I tried that argument. I tried that line of questioning, and I will tell you it got me nowhere. And when people were like, I like to play games, and I was like, I like to play chess, they were not like, oh, we're the same. That was not the response that one typically could expect to such a thing. I don't know what's going on with this guy that's on the screen. I imagine there's like a story in this game that one would want to understand. Ooh. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. Oh, I don't want to get tube manned. I don't want to get the man tube. Get over here. Get over here. Maybe if I played 4D chess. I haven't actually played 4D chess. People keep, or is it 5D chess though? The game that like is chess, but with like you can go back and have done different things in different board states, and I kind of would like to. It looks really interesting, but I've never played that way. Ugh. Ugh. My lacking skills, my lack of gamer skills. Yeah, it looks fun. I would love to do that sometime. Get over here. Ah! Apologize! Apologize for what you've done!
Hey, vending machine, are you alive?
Why am I a vending machine? Why do they keep calling me a vending machine? This feels like robot discrimination. Rank 58! Gameroid's still on the top though. Holy! Banana bread, Gameroid, Boulder. Y'all are killing it out there. I hope I'm like you when I grow up. Someday I'll be a real gamer. Someday I'll buy those cargo shorts, and I'll get one of those shirts from Target that says like, "Mom, I'm gaming," and then I'll be a real gamer, and I can game with the best of them. Stop calling me a vending machine! You're a vending machine! I'm clearly a windmill!
Impressive kill spree. I'm gonna bookmark this food so I don't lose track.
Wow, my clicking finger hurts. Are y'all just living like this? Do you guys have like mighty clicking fingers? Are your clicking fingers just like so freaking buff? How do you do this? I'm a musician. I use my fingers in all kinds of ways, and they are not like this. Oh my god. She's getting stiff, dude. I'm gonna have to do like finger yoga after this. You get used to it? I don't know if I'm gonna.
Fixed up and ready to go.
Oh man, fixed up and ready to go. I think I am a robot. Well, not our best, but you get used to it or get carpal tunnel? Is this gonna give me carpal tunnel? Are y'all gonna give me carpal tunnel? Music made you think you were strong. Dude, I know. I didn't understand what the sacrifices a gamer must make. I wanted to be a gamer, but I didn't understand the sacrifices I would need to make. Carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel. I don't remember that song. People always ask me for Secret Tunnel, and I like literally don't remember how that song went. I remember the part that's like, Secret Tunnel, Secret Tunnel. I don't know anything outside of that, so. Controller ergonomics? Are y'all playing this on controllers? Is that why I'll never be a real gamer? Yeah, he also didn't remember. In fairness, he also didn't remember. Get over here! Please! I am dispensing justice! I am an agent of the law! Wow. Oh, maybe if I go the other direction? Real gamers use mouse and keyboard? Chat, is this true? I am a just vending machine! Yes. A vending machine that dispenses justice. That was our best performance! Wait. I wanna see the leaderboard. Gameroid's still in first. Holy. Gameroid is gonna I hope they remember us when they're famous. I hope Gameroid remembers me someday. As a famous major league gamer, I hope Gameroid remembers my name. Okay, we're just gonna go past those. What's over here? Oh, nothing is over here.
Okay, Rowdy Planet time.
Yeah, that was pretty disgraceful. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that you guys would debate each other on whether mouse and keyboard versus controller, and then I could just, I could quietly, become really good at this game and, defeat all of you and get a $50 gift card on my own stream. That was my secret plan, was that y'all would get too wrapped up in the debate, and I would be able to, you know, harness my latent, gaming skills and... You don't get this game? Bro, I've never gotten a game in my life. You think I've ever understood a game? I have never played the kind of game where you're like clicking on, where you're like shooting guys. I've never played that kind of game and known what was going on. I need you to know, I didn't want to ask anyone how kickball worked, and we didn't play like kickball or baseball. I had never played any sport like that at my school that I went to elementary school at. So and middle school. So when I went to high school, we played it all the time in gym, and I didn't know the rules, and I didn't want to ask anyone, and I just didn't know how to play. I just played like on an almost daily basis. Ellie of 9, yo! Yo, oh my gosh, I would be honored to be known as Ellie of 9. I think of her as having like a much cuter, hotter kind of autism than I have, but like, heck yeah, if you wanna nickname me Ellie of 9, oh my god, I would be truly honored. Dude, I did like a dumb little song. I feel like it's not even on TikTok anymore, but it was like a dumb little song that was like, which autistic Star Trek alien are you? Yeah, did you identify with robots or piles of goo? Were you late diagnosed, time masking and hot? Did you build your whole identity around being smart? Do you need rules and structure or you turn into paste? So many ways to not know how to engage. Man, anyway, I think it's not even up anymore because I was like, this is dumb. Why did I do this? Why did I make this? But anyway, yeah, 7 of 9 was like my picture for are you late diagnosed, time masking and hot. None of which I am. I am early diagnosed, bad at masking, and really freaking dorky looking. Just such a little guy. I am honored to be called late diagnosed, time masking and hot. Please, 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 please. I'm employing the Shumi strategy of just begging. It didn't work. It didn't work. To quote Nero, hello, dumb. Yeah, I'm not, okay, I'm not tall, I'm just tall for a VTuber. I've had to explain this many times. Oh my god, wait, how did this window get so small? Come back. Come back. I'm not tall, I'm just tall for a VTuber. Like, I'm like the average height in some countries. Like, I think in the Netherlands, I'm the average height. Oh my god, I got 91 points that round! Wah! So I'm 5 foot instead of 4. Yeah, no, dude, exactly. VTubers are just so freaking tiny. Oh, I didn't say them desperately enough. Okay, we're gonna say please more desperately. Please, 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 please. Okay, okay. Ah! Please, 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 please. This has got to be enough desperation. I am saying this with so much desperation, dude. Oh my god, that was actually pretty good. Wow. Wow. Huh. Is becking the game the meta? I think so. I think so. So, anyway, yeah, I'm not... You want peas? Take it. About half of Shumi's desperation. I don't know if I can achieve Shumi's level of desperation. Which sounds mean. I just mean she's got, like, a crazy drive, man. Like, she wants it, like, she wants it, you know? Like, she learned how to play fighting games. She had, like, never played fighting games, and she got actually good at fighting games. Out of, like, pure desperation. So...
Exact change only. I will...
Well, we're scoring over 1,000. That's not bad. Yeah, no, she freaking grinds, right? She's got like she's got that dog in her, you know? And I don't. I don't. I have a lot of energy for things that I care about and like not really enough energy for anything else. Oh, wait, I got a message from Wolf. Oh, it's just you got this. Thank you, Wolf. That means a lot. She's got Rumimi. That's true, dude. That's true. When I found her freaking Twitter post, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this year, it's like if she wins the freaking fighting game tournament, Rumimi is gonna get a rabbit suit. It's so freaking funny. Like the 2 ways to motivate Shumimi are just like, she wants to do a good job. You know, last year she was just like, I just want to do a good job. I just want everyone to think I did a good job. I just want everyone to know I did my best and a good job. And then this year she's like, I want to see my fiance in a rabbit suit, please. It's just so freaking funny.
Some might argue you know what you're doing. Some.
Man, maybe if I had a fiance, I'd be better at games. The true wish magic. Oh. Boy, I wish I could play video games. Dude, if I was good at video games, I'd be so good at video games.
Impressive kill spree. I'm gonna bookmark this feed so I don't lose track.
Ellie desperate for Bug Guy because her gamer cred is tanking. I went on like 2 dates with him over a year ago. And they were like the same day. Like, it's so crazy to me that people are like, are you married? Did you kiss him? Are you married? Did you kiss him? It's like, brother, no. We barely spoke and then he told me he didn't want to see me again. It was awesome. Highly recommend. fuck guy was weird? Everyone is weird all the time, dude. Sometimes people are like, oh, girls are so weird, boys are so weird. Everyone is so freaking weird all the time. I have no idea what anyone's face is doing. I have no idea what anyone wants from me. I cannot tell if someone is enjoying an interaction unless they tell me explicitly. Dude, everyone is so freaking weird all the time. I'm doing my best. But they are too, and that's comforting to know. Stop dodging! Not very cool of you. Not very cool at all. You missed the head pat redeem! Ah, I need to fix all the redeems. Wait, is the head pat redeem off? That's weird. I didn't think it would be. Because that's not even tied to VTube Studio. That's just like on. I do that through trigger fire, which is probably not the best way anymore. But it was like the best way when I did it 1,000 years ago. They're all broken, every single one of them. Oh my god. May, I need to call you at some point. I'll pay you. Thank you. I need to fix that, but I don't even want to face it, man.
I can feel you draining my chi. You must be near.
Stop it. Okay. Why is my damage so low? Do I need to combo? Bro, I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Crawl. I'm enjoying this interaction too. Thank you. Question for chat. I want to know. Bows broke as well? Oh, maybe we can fix them together. Also, why does my window keep shrinking over time is another thing I would like to know. I'm just gonna press more buttons, I guess. Oh, pressing more buttons is awesome, actually. Wait, I got 0 Genuinely got 0 points. Not even 1 point.
Oh, I wonder if they have Rowdy Planet.
Record low score. How does one join exactly? Click the link. There is if you go to my about panels, you will see a link. Ah, yes, also there. Okay.
Okay, vending machine, what should I get?
Yeah, not great. I'm trying to press more buttons in the hopes that I accidentally figure out what a combo is, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. There are people, I just need you to understand, there are people scoring like 13,346 points. I have managed to score over 1,000 like a countable number of times. For winning? What how do you win? What does winning even mean in this context? Wait, never kick is second? No freaking way. Oh my god, what a pro gamer! Wow! Oh my god. Dude, win this. Please, I'm begging you. Please, I think it would be so cool if you won. Dude, I'm rooting for you. What does winning mean in this context, even? tried playing and you just keep dying right away? Yeah, join the club. Some of us were born gamers. Some of us achieve gaming, and some of us have gaming thrust upon us. And... oh, Lord, are we struggling. Also, I don't understand why my window gets smaller. Eh? This feels promising. You know, last words before disaster. 104 points. How's it going? I don't know, guys. What do you think? Are pointers allowed? Yes, please. Oh my god. Too condescending. Dude, listen. I'm an engineer, right? If you want to give me pointers, I would even welcome them there, right? Like, I always want pointers. Even on things I know how to do, I wouldn't really find that, condescending. But if it's something I don't know how to do, bro, that's not condescension. How would that, if I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing. Helping a struggling infant, that is not condescending, Lordy. Who hurt you? Who hurt you so bad? I'm sorry.
Okay, vending machine, what should I get?
Oh my god, I got 0 points. I'm actually not even... I don't fully understand how this works. Kill the little guys, then the blockers, then the crawler. I don't know what the different guys are called. I don't know what the different guys are called. As the top dog in this video game that's not a real video game. Okay, wait, let me see. Are you the top dog? Are you game... Wait, but you see the law, you're not. I don't know where you are on this ranking, but you don't seem to be the top dog in any regard. I'm number 86. Bros, it's so over. It's so over. The blockers are the green ones. Okay. So kill these guys first. Then the green ones. Okay, but what if the other ones start coming towards you and then you have to get them? Or you'll be punished. We did do better that time. Right click to shoot them! Okay. Yes. Thank you, Gaberoid. My hero. My pro gamer. Never kicks nemesis. Nemesis. I forgot how words worked for a second. That was awesome. Did you guys hear what my tongue did in my mouth? That was atrocious. That is like... That was like peak, like when you answer a question in class and your voice breaks just horribly and everyone looks at you as you answer, you know? That was really cool. Just tuned in. Ellie playing game? Wild. So true. So real. Ellie playing game? Wild. We know, man. We know. Ellie really knows the young boy experience. Yeah, I don't understand why my voice broke so much as a teenager. I don't have, like, a low voice, right? Like, obviously, women's voices do change as well, right? Women don't sound like little girls. And, like, I don't have an especially low voice. My voice didn't deepen very much. I feel like I still kind of sound a little bit like a child. But, even so... Camo! Camo, save some... Oh my god. Oh, you're too far above me. Too far above... Whoa! Oh my god! Fork! Fork, you just, like... You killed them! Fork, you killed them! Wow. But my voice broke a lot during those ages, and I don't know why. I think maybe God just hated me. I think maybe, like, I did something sinful, and I was being punished. Stop dodging melee, please! IT firmware update probably from Microsoft. So real. What game are we playing? It's called Redacted, which is like really good SEO, guys. You made a pretty cool game, but maybe work on your SEO, right? It's a little bit not Googleable, but you know, we respect it. We respect it anyway.
I wonder if this vending machine has crater pies.
Whoa. Am I just a vending machine? Am I literally a vending machine? You shoved all your voice cracks to me. I hate you. I will never forgive you, Reddy. I'm gonna fight you to the death for this. I've never been so angry in my entire life. Oh my god. Dude, it was like not fair. I spent like, I want to say like the entire year that I was 16 sounding like I was perpetually asking a girl to the dance. It was awful. I was just like, excuse me. Freaking terrible. Died for your sins. God, who will die for my sins? There was that guy in chat the other day who wanted me to know that Jesus died for my sins. Which was cool, I guess. That was cool. I always like an active chatter. Knows just what they want to say. No way! Oh my god, you guys are good at this! Why are you guys good at this?
My galactic penny. That was a
Wow, it ate my galactic penny. You meant the song when you said hallelujah. That's fine either way, man. That's fine, that's fine. I don't really care. If someone wants to like proselytize in my chat, I'm actually cool with that. When I was a kid, and I don't know if this was like loneliness or autism or what, but literally my mom would like welcome in missionaries. Like they would come to our home and she would just be like, okay, let me set the kettle boiling. Like, come on in. Let's talk, man. Give us your book report on your favorite book, huh? Like she was like ready to just, you know, hang out, spend an afternoon listening to them info dump about their favorite book. It was crazy. Like I don't know why. I don't know what she got from that. But like that's still my experience, is that it's like kind of exciting, you know? Like when the missionaries come, you get to get the good cookies out of the top shelf of the cabinet, you know? So like, yeah. No, your mom always invited them in to hang out. What's going on there, dude? I don't know. But anyway, oh, Camo, frick you. Skilled gamer. Her version of a podcast. They were chat. That's so real. But anyway, if someone wants to come into my chat and proselytize, I'm honestly fine with that. I literally don't care, man. Like, maybe I should, but I genuinely just don't care. That sounds awesome. I will listen to anybody talk about their special interest. Your family is Mormon. You literally give them dinner. Oh, that's so cute. Let's talk about some Legos? Please, talk to me about Legos. Dude, I got nothing to say about Legos because I was not rich enough. You gotta be so rich to have a bunch of Legos, but like, they are pretty sick. Have I accepted the word of our savior, the anvil god? I don't know that one. They didn't teach me about that one. Which one's that one? Or work there and have the sweet discount? That does sound amazing. What? Okay.
Oh, I wonder if they have Rowdy Planet.
Wow, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, man. Wow. Have I meant the flying spaghetti monster? It's like an interesting political idea, I think. And I think it was pretty effective at what it set out to do. But I don't know about the actual lore of the flying spaghetti monster. But I like spaghetti, so you know, I'm in favor. You know of an ordained priest of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. I know a bunch of people who got ordained so that they could, like, officiate other people's weddings and just, like, because it was something to do. I feel like COVID did weird things to all of us. And I have, like, 2 or 3 friends who just were like, what if I just did the thing where you get ordained as a priest? In some, like, kind of weird, a little bit fake church. Yo, who would call the aluminum shavings devil noodles? That's fair. They are bad. They are bad. They'll get you. Stainless steel turnings? Yeah, literally any of the metal spaghetti will make you regret your existence. No! That's the opposite of what we wanted.
Could really go for an iced tea right now.
Wow, that guy could go for an iced tea. I think I'm literally a vending machine.
Infernal machine, give me my up.
He always called it Swarf? What is Swarf though? Is that the real name of that?
Yes, I will take a larger mag.
Okay, who's at the top of the leaderboard? I am curious. Oh my god, it's still Fork. Holy! Yeah, Fork and Bayonetta Burst absolutely dashed up there. Oh, wow. Rank 99! Chat, it freaking can't be. Chat, it freaking can't be. I'm gonna ask May something really quick. Okay. Let's go, gamers. Cooked. I'm not cooked. We still have one more chance. This is gonna be it for us. See, we got a critical hit. This is gonna be the one where we get it. First, easy. Kill them all. Murder.
Yes, I will take a larger mag.
Oh, okay, well instead, cut my competitors. Ethernet cables. Okay. No, wait. Oh god, okay. This is gonna be the last one. This one for sure. This one, we're gonna win. This one, we're gonna find out how those barrels work, and it's gonna turn out that they work by making me win. I think. Okay, well we shot at nothing, but you know, we still... That was 500 points. Okay, so here's what I want to know. Do you guys want to judge some rich people? Huh? You wanna judge some rich people? Have I tried yelling really loudly? It wouldn't really work for me, I think. I don't have a very commanding voice, right? I feel like the gamer yelling thing is like preparation for the dad sneeze thing. Let me cook, okay? So I feel like you get good at yelling louder and louder as you play games so that by the time you're a father, you can just really put that to use every time you sneeze. And then your children will, like, jump, you know, visibly whenever you sneeze because they think that you're mad at them, you know? Judgment is reserved for God and his angels, so yes. Dude, I wish I'd saved the angel toggle. I wish I'd saved the angel toggle. I may not be very commanding, but I'm very persuasive. I don't think I am, dude. I have no natural authority. No natural authority at all. I'm not cooking, I'm being cooked? No. No, shut up. I'm cooking. See? Oh god, I'm not even rank 99 anymore. I'm rank 101. Well, whoever wins gets a $50 gift card. It's not gonna be me. So Never Cake, he's down at 5 now. Which, you know, he should get good probably. Yeah. But he did express interest in coming on and judging rich people with me for a little bit. So probably for like half the stream, he can come on and judge rich people's houses with me, which I think is gonna be a fun stream concept. But honestly, I have no idea, dude. I never know what's gonna be a fun stream concept. Do you guys feel that? I feel like every time I'm like, this is gonna go so hard, I'm like, this actually is not a stream concept. This is not something anyone should do for a stream, I don't think. Okay. I'm gonna change the stream title. Judging rich people houses on Zillow. Not sponsored. And then we can turn off the little sponsored thing. Done. And then we take the little LUDEO asset and we hide it. And then I have to edit my panels. But I guess I can do that later. I guess we could just leave it in for now. Imagine a Zillow sponsorship. I literally can't. Didn't they like manipulate markets? Didn't they like actually manipulate markets in a really bad way? Let's just look at San Diego for now. Okay, and now let's see if I can get it to show up and not dox me and ruin my entire life. Let's see. Very nice. My entire life is not ruined. Not yet, anyway. At the very least, you know, not today. There we go. Don't forget to change the game category. Oh, you're so right. Thank you. Oh my god, where would I be without you? See, there are so many streamers who just like effortlessly shift gears on stream. I literally never do. If I'm doing something for a stream, I'm doing it the whole stream. I don't know how people do this because I mess it up too much, man. I'm too stupid for that. Like, truly too stupid for that. Okay, so we're gonna look at this. We're gonna sort. Can we like sort by most expensive, or do we just have to like make the minimum 6 million? Whoa! Medvo! Thank you so much for 17 gifted! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much! Classic Medvo stuff! Thank you! Okay. So first of all, whoa. What am I even looking at? How would something even be 108 million? Like, if you're the kind of person who's buying this, do you like even put on a down payment? This is horrifying. This place is full of ghosts. This is so scary. Camo, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Stop doxing you? Yeah. What really strikes me about most of these places is how ugly they are, you know? It's too clean. It's more than that. It's so ugly. Like, look at the color of these curtains. Look at what they're doing, the way they're interacting with the color of this wood and the color of this rug. I can't even fully explain why it's so vile, but they just clash in the most atrocious way. Like, it doesn't even look like a good hotel lobby, you know? Like, somehow it looks cheap, even though it's so expensive. Even though I logically know that, like, this is an entire resort and you'd have to be so rich to live there. somehow it still manages to look like everything in it is cheap. Like look at the tiling in this kitchen. Ew, right? Like this looks like the tiles that are like on the floor in the church basement. You know what I mean? Like why? Why does it look so bad? They had the money to make it look good. I know they did. Why does this look so dirty? It looks like it was dirty when it was new. It's like the New Jersey license plate, you know? Why does the counter space bulge like that? Hey, don't, you're making him uncomfortable. Don't draw attention to it. This was Joseph Stalin's? I believe it, yeah. Walmart flooring. Oh, God. So that was the worst thing we've seen. What I really enjoy about these is like, okay, 10 beds, 17 bathrooms. Bro, how many butts you got, right? Like 10 beds, so 10 people can sleep there. Maybe 20 if they're all coupled up. I wouldn't know. You guys wouldn't know. 17 bathrooms. 17. You like it? It's gorgeous? I'm sorry. I'm just so fascinated. I'm just so fascinated by the decision to make there be 17 bathrooms and only 10 bedrooms. Like, that's just a ratio that doesn't make sense to me. Like, this is 8 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms. That seems more even. That seems more appropriate. How many butts do you got? A reverse Versailles. So the thing about Versailles is, okay, the weird myth that people were just like, going on the floor in Versailles, not true. Not a real thing that happened. Not a real thing that happened in Versailles. However, oh yeah, this is like a weird myth. People for some reason believe that like at Versailles, people were just like going on the floor. Now I will say Versailles would have smelled interesting, right? Like there were a lot of animals, a lot of people living in close quarters, quite sweaty, not a lot of bathing infrastructure, and it wasn't really the fashion at the time because you were getting such sculpted and elaborate hairdos, and people would have been wearing like the finest perfumes available, but in like enormous quantities, and I'm sure you'd be going a little nose blind. Yeah, they had servants and chamber pots, right? So it's not like an awesome solution, but no, people were not just going on the floor, but it would have smelled, I'm sure, really loud there. People believe that people were just going on the floor. That is not true. However, the king, the Sun King, Louis XIV, he did have this issue where, like, he just kind of wanted the people he liked to be around him all the time, and he would get mad if they left for any reason, and he would get mad, like, he would have, like, favorite mistresses, and he would get mad if they wanted to, like, leave the carriage. So people were holding it constantly. People were, like, holding it to the point of pain, and they were like, I hate this. I hate that I can't go to the bathroom. The king is not letting me go to the bathroom and I hate it here. But like they weren't going on the floor. That's not what people do. That's not what, no one does that. No one does that. That's not what people were doing. I am sure that Versailles was, plenty disgusting, right? What other choice did they have? I mean, go on the king's lap. Ew. I hate it here. Okay, speaking of palaces, look at this place. Honestly, there's something kind of cute about it. It would, if you were like renting an Airbnb for like a lot of people, like I couldn't really see anyone justifying this, right? But I could imagine a situation in which, right, you would need to accommodate a lot of people, right? It's more basic than the previous one. Yeah, it's a little bit more tasteful. It's not tasteful, right? If you went over to someone, oh my god, wait, am I gonna love this one? Is this one actually gonna be, oh, ew. Oh my god, wait. Guys, look at the freaking roof line. Look at the crime against nature that is this roof line. Ew. Okay, so, when you look at fancy houses in other places, and this is something, okay, for all of the people who are like, ugh, America's gross, Americans are stupid, American bread is cake, you're wrong, and I'll debunk each of those things if I need to, when I need to. America is fine. America's fine. But we do have this one really, really big problem, which is no respect for symmetry in architecture for houses. It is a real problem. So if you look at this roofline, right? If you look at like a grand old manor in Europe, you will notice that there is some symmetry, right? The roof line is similar on both sides, right? If you follow the line of the roof with your eyes, it makes sense. It's visually balanced, right? American bread is cake, that's nice. Listen, you can buy... Okay. So, the preservation methods available in Europe were mostly salt, because Europe has much less land mass without access to salt water, right? And a lot of land mass with access to salt water. Now, America, much more sparsely populated, so a little bit harder to trade along, right? And much more landlocked land area, right? And at the same time, a ton of very, very sugary plants, like a ton of root vegetables that just store a lot of sugar, right? And a ton of trees that are very, very easy to get basically sugar from, right? So, if you're in Europe and you're trying to preserve your food without refrigeration, you are going to use salt to do it, right? Which is why there's so much salt-cured food there. And if you're in America, you're probably, sometimes you will use salt. Jerky is an American food, classically, and that is salt-cured, but it's also usually sugar-cured. Now, in America, mostly, sugar is used for curing, preferentially over salt. So, if you're an American and you go to Europe, you're going to find that things taste surprisingly salty. The palate is just a little bit different. And if you are in Europe and you go to America, you're going to find that things taste a little bit surprisingly sweet. The palate is just different, right? So, if you are tasting traditional American foods, especially traditional American foods in places where that were settled longer ago, right? Like Boston, etc., you're going to find a lot of molasses in the traditional cuisine, right? Brown bread is a kind of canned bread that is very, very sweet. But it is as a preservative, right? And you should understand that the way this was consumed wasn't the way that bread was consumed in Europe, right? When you are looking at the way that bread was consumed in Europe, you are looking at a staple of the diet, right? Places in Europe where people would just eat bread for lunch. Now, this isn't bread like we know it today. It wasn't really refined bread. There were often a lot of other seeds, etc. in this bread. There was more nutrition available in this bread, but it was still bread for lunch. This was never the way that Americans were eating. Americans have always had a diet that was heavier on meat. Now, this is good and bad, right? But when you're looking at differences in the palate, right? All the pickled foods you enjoy. Yes. I mean, that's one way of preserving things with salt, right? When you look at European pickling techniques, right? You're going to see a lot more salt. And when you look at American pickling techniques, you're going to see sweeter pickles, right? They're still obviously salt cured, but you're going to see sweeter pickles, right? It's just a different flavor profile. And there's nothing inherently wrong with it, right? People have this idea like sugar is the devil, sugar is addictive. People had the same thoughts about salt. When you look into the research on it, it is not that compelling. The research on, like, rats will get addicted to sugar the way they get addicted to cocaine, if you actually read that study, that is not what that study says. Go actually read studies, I'm begging you. So, I would not recommend eating an amount of sugar that makes you ill. Obviously, there is too much sugar. And it's possible, I would be convincible, that the traditional American diet has too much sugar, or that the traditional European diet has too much salt for most people. Again, these things vary from person to person. But also, I don't care. You know, the way that you eat day to day has very little to do with the way that you eat on special occasions, right? So if you're eating like the traditional cuisine of your culture on occasion, you don't really have to worry about whether that is like healthier or less healthy. Brown bread is fine to enjoy frequently. It is like cake, you know? Whatever, man. Have cake. If you don't feel unwell, don't worry about it. So the whole American bread is cake thing comes from the fact that Americans have a sweeter palate overall, and from the fact that we have a bit of a different relationship with bread. Bread is for a slightly different purpose, right? And so we have a range of breads. We have some breads that are for sandwiches, and those are basically like European bread. The other thing is that we have much stricter rules, at least for now, God bless, about labeling foods, right? So if you use a tiny amount of something to clean your machinery, Kaz, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You still have to put that on your ingredients, whereas you don't in Europe, right? And there are some things that you can put in tiny, tiny quantities that you still have to say in the US and not in Europe. And furthermore, we have rules about enriching flour, right? We had issues with malnutrition on a broad scale. So we made laws that certain kinds of products, including bread products, have to be enriched with certain vitamins. So when you see a longer ingredient list on an American bread, it's often because, yes, you hear a lot about how people are trying to, demonize sugar and trying to go without it completely. And it's just not reasonable. You know, a lot of healthy foods have a lot of naturally occurring sugar. And I just personally don't think that you should be that worried. But yeah, no, when you look at the ingredient list, you'll see many more ingredients on American bread than European bread. And again, we have different breads for different purposes, right? So we have breads that are very much like European bread, right? Very simple breads that you wouldn't really, that you would eat with something, right? And then we have other breads which are almost a little bit sweet, right? That we use for like a kid's treat, right? Like Wonder Bread. Very few people would eat Wonder Bread for like a ham sandwich. Wonder Bread is largely for like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, right? Didn't they used to put sawdust in bread as a filler? They did this all over the world. Standards for how much of a loaf of bread is actually made with flour. This is... No way, Shumi! Oh my gosh! Hey girl! Ah! Happy to be... Why is that the case? What's going on there, girl? What's with this raid message, huh? Shumi, I love you! We were just talking about you. Wait. Oh my god, wait. Something really, really important. Give me 1 second. Okay. New window. And now, Shoe Minion plush. Guys, I need you to do something for me. I need this. Do you see him? I need him. I will actually die without him. Please, I have already pledged. I need you guys to do this for me. I am begging. Look at him. Look at his little butt. Please. Oh, link. Yes. Yeah. And then we can pin that. Wait, no, I just pinned butt. What's wrong with me? May, can you fix it? May, thank you. I just pinned butt. Anyway, I need him to exist. Please help me make him exist. But yeah, no, the idea that Americans are eating really like just sugar bread all the time, that's crazy. That comes from a place of not really understanding the different cuisines are different, and that the same food might serve a different role in a different cuisine, and therefore might be seasoned or flavored differently, right? Anyway, I've had to give this rant a lot because so many people come in and they're like, did you know that American bread is just cake? And it's like, well, some of it is cake, but also in Europe, there's a lot of cake that is cake. You feel like you're listening to an audiobook? I'm honored. There's so many breads for every occasion. I would say that banana bread squarely is a cake. I mean, banana bread versus carrot cake, you cannot convince me that if banana bread is a bread, carrot cake is not also a bread, and that if carrot cake is a cake, banana bread is not also a cake, right? These are the same thing. It doesn't make sense, right? The categories that we draw are arbitrary. Cornbread, kind of a cake, but also, zucchini bread, kind of a cake, but also, it doesn't really matter, right? If you're eating something and you're like, this makes for a bad sandwich and it makes me feel unwell, stop eating it. Stop eating it. I don't know what to tell you, man. So, anyway, Jaffa cake is bread. Dude, Jaffa cakes were very disappointing. Nothing disappointed me more in the entirety of the United Kingdom. Not even their garbage wall plugs. More than never cake. More than the Jaffa cakes. I had just been told to expect so much, and all of the other biscuits we had were so delightful, so life-changing, so spectacular. But then the Jaffa cakes, they were so mediocre. What's wrong with the UK plugs? They're huge! Just like in the EU. Why are they so big? Why are they, don't tell me they're the best ones. Why are they so huge? I don't want to have to carry that thing around in my bag, dude. That's like a checked bag. That is like, you gotta check one of those. Why are they huge? American plugs are inferior? Listen. I have received intense electrical shocks many times in my life, and I will receive many more. Many more. It will not stop me from wanting small plugs. American plugs like falling out. Just put them back in, man. Just put them back in. It won't kill you. I mean, like, it might, you know, shock you, but it's not gonna kill you. The shocks power me. Exactly. I am a robot. Bend the prongs in. Yeah, so you gotta eat some food. I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Get out of here. Go eat food. I love you. Bye. Good night. Thank you so much for the raid. I will take good care of the shoe minions. I will take good care of them. See? See? I can be trusted. I can be trusted. I'm not gonna throw them, although I bet this thing would throw so good. Dude, my code bug throws like a frickin' American football. You could put a spiral on that thing. You could put a perfect spiral on that thing. Ellie doesn't throw bricks at us. No. I would toss you gently. I would toss you gently. But can we trust the shoe minions? Never. They're up to something. Look at these eyebrows. They're scheming. They're scheming right now. I love them. I love them. I told Shumi that I want to build a catapult so that I can test which of my makeshift plushies from my friends goes the farthest. I think that would be really fun to do. We could build different kinds of siege machinery, right? We could do like a catapult, and we could do like a trebuchet, right? And then we can launch them all and see how far they go. And we could like announce it like the Olympics. I think that would be so cool. That'd be so cool. Put them in a ballista. Ellie on her psycho arc? Dude, I've been there the whole time. I don't know. I honestly am like... I'm confused about what it means, right? Because I'm very emotionally stable, right? I rarely have, like, a bad time emotionally. And I feel like when I do, I'm pretty capable of sorting it out, right? Like, I feel like, I don't know. When I have a bad time, I ask for help and I get it sorted. You know, and it's rarely a problem. But at the same time, despite that stability, I do feel like I am never saying the right things. Like, I've never said the right thing in my life. And I think that that's probably a different kind of unhinged, a different kind of psycho arc. You know? I'm not really sure. Like, I'm planning activities for the summer picnic. Exactly. Who doesn't like a summer picnic with a little bit of siege weaponry? A little bit. Sanity is boring? Dude, I feel pretty sane. I feel like I broadly have my stuff together. But again, this might be a VTuber thing, right? Because like the same way that I forget that I'm not tall because I usually interact with VTubers and they're all really short, I worry that maybe I only think that I'm like very mentally healthy because I only interact with other VTubers. And VTubers are not mentally well. They have not gone outside in a little while. You know, they don't shower, right? So like I clean my room and I'm like, wow, I have so much on the ball. But I'm pretty sure that if I like asked my coworkers, you know, they would be like, yes, that is the bare minimum, you know? Some can't flush. Leave her alone. Leave my Shumi alone. Look at who your Oshi is, right? Real. So real. Oh, God. That was incredible. She's beefing with an AI on Twitter, you know? Like, the... VTubers. Am I right? VTubers. Sanest little VTuber. Sanest VTuber. Dude, I want to make a compilation of, like, all of the weirdest garbage I've said, and then just sanest VTuber. Sanest VTuber. I'm gonna drink something because I have been not drinking enough water, and that is not very sane behavior. At least I don't bite. Yeah, dog, I don't bite because you know, they tell you not to, right? They make a lot of rules. When you go to Weird Kid class, I don't know if any of you went to Weird Kid class, but when you go to Weird Kid class, Andre, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted sub to David. When you go to Weird Kid class, they teach you a lot of really important lessons about touch. And basically what they teach you comes down to, you are gross. No one wants to touch you. No one wants you to touch them. Stay away from people. Stand really far away. You are too loud. Talk more quietly so that no one can hear you. And then years later, people will be like, whoa, Ellie, it's so weird that you like get nervous about hugging people and like stand so far away and talk so quietly. Like, I actually can't understand what you're saying. You should work on that. Is that an autism thing? And you have to be like, I don't know. I'm following the rules. I was given rules and I'm following them. Dude. However, you can unlearn it. I'm getting more normal about touch. The first time, okay, so like Minnie and Cerber are obviously like really huggy, touchy people, right? And I love that for them. And I want a hug, you know? Like, I think that's good. Do you think Vettel should get his own plushie? Okay, I do think that the turtle plush would go kind of crazy. I do want to put that in the catapult and see how far that flies. I think that'd be kind of cute. Yeah, I think he should. Please make this happen. But yeah, no, I like, it took a lot of work, I guess, on my part to like figure out how to be part of that in a way that didn't feel insane. Like, when they would hug me, I would literally just like stand there, like arms down, just like, and then, like, you have to figure out how to hug someone back and, like, where you put your hands on their back. And there's, like, rules. And you can only, like, pat the back if it's a guy, but you can't do that if it's a girl or they get confused. So, yeah. Yeah. And then, you know, yeah, you've been told it's really funny how you tense up when a friend would hold your hand. Bro, you holding hands with your friends? You're holding hands with your friends? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. But I feel like I kind of got to the point where, thank you so much, Otaro. Wow, I've never handheld the homies. That's actually not true. Now I have, because like Minnie and Cerber are so huggy and holdy, right? And they'll just like hold you. Guys want non-patted hugs too? Listen, man, I'm just trying to learn the rules, and no one will tell me them. No one will tell me them. No one will tell me how you're actually supposed to hug people. You're not meant to pat girls on the back? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, your hearts were too far away? What is this? What kind of weird arcane rule is that? You're supposed to have your heart directly over their heart? I literally don't understand. I literally don't understand what one does. Your friends took turns giving each other 5-minute massages? I have massaged my friends' backs, actually. I've done that. That was one thing. I think it was part of a drinking game, but I had to like give Cerber a back massage, and she was like, wait, why are you good at this? Like, why is it that you like will not be closer than 3 feet away from anyone, but you're good at this? Like, why have you done this? And the answer is, because when my sister was sick, right, she would get seizures, and it would cause, like, the muscles in her back to tense up really, really bad, and she would, like, pull some of them, and it would really hurt. So I learned how to massage her back, right, to help. And then, now, like, I don't know exactly how to explain this, but at some point in college, it just kind of, like, became knowledge in my friend group that I could do back massages. And so, like, I don't touch my friends under any circumstances. I am not a person toucher as a rule, but I have massaged most of my friends' backs, which I didn't know was like a weird thing. I didn't know that was like a weird thing. Can I fix your spine? Dude, I don't know. Can you get me on a train? Maybe. Back massages are difficult to do. Yeah, get good though. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm in attack mode. Oh my god. Yeah, shoulders are easy. Shoulders are easy. Massaging is easy. A friend toucher. I am not a friend toucher. And I did once, wow, peak Ellie behavior. Yeah, so like the point is just like I've been learning how to be more normal about touching people. Did Minnie bite me during the UK trip? I don't think so. I think she bit Cerber, but I don't remember. But she didn't bite me because she knows that I'm really nervous. So like the thing about Minnie is like, yes, she is a feral creature and she does want to bite, but she's also very respectful of boundaries. And so she could tell right away that I was nervous, and every time she hugged me, she like asked first. And cats biting dogs, right? And she was like really, really sweet about it. But also, yeah, I was a gamer for only an hour and I'm already toxic. But she would like, we've talked about this, but when we were moving through crowds, like she gets a little bit nervous in crowds, and she would like hold the back of my shirt so that she like would still feel connected, and that was okay. That was like working up to touching, and that was okay. I could do that. I could manage. Yeah, she's the best. She's the best. And it was actually really nice for me too. I've talked about this a little, but like I don't deal well with walking with a group of people. I never know where to position myself within a group of people, and I just feel kind of like scared and tense and unjustified, and I tend to like kind of just walk in the back and follow. But because Minnie was like scared and grabbing onto the back of my shirt, it meant that I couldn't be in the back of the group. Which was actually kind of awesome because it meant that I was like always like involved in the group, and it was really sweet. Yeah, no room for me to fall into the Batman spiral of like, I am unworthy. Friendship is a lie. Beauty fades. Empires crumble. You know, there was no room for that because she was literally holding the back of my shirt. I love my friends, and I'm getting better at being a person with them. Joe is visiting this weekend, which is really exciting because I don't get to see those guys all that often because they live in another city, where I used to live. But now they come visit me a few times a year, and I'm very excited because I don't know if I'm gonna get to see them again before I go to the UK for a year, and I can't afford to fly them back and forth too much. So maybe they'll come visit me, maybe not. They will, at least once, but I don't know how much more than that we'll be able to do it. And I'll try and get home like a couple times, hopefully, that year. But I don't know if I'm gonna see them much more than that, so this is very special. What engineering job did I have before becoming a VTuber? I'm still an engineer! I've been an engineer this whole time! I've had an engineering job this whole time! I'm a VTuber and an engineer! You find you a girl who can do both! Don't find me. I don't want to be found. Please, no one find me ever. But yeah, no, if VTubing lobotomizes you, well, it turns out that you can still be an engineer while being lobotomized. It turns out. You had a fake boyfriend and now you have a fake job? Listen, if I had a fake job, I would be streaming more. And honestly, I would be streaming better. This is why Bao didn't know. Oh, Jesus. Do not try to find VTubers, please. No, most engineers you work with have clearly been lobotomized. So real, so real. But yeah, no, I did have a fake boyfriend at work for some time, but I don't have a fake boyfriend anymore. Although, I feel like if I ever did be like, hey chat, guess what? I've got a boyfriend. You guys would be like, fake news, not real. Like, I feel like if I ever did get into a relationship, you genuinely wouldn't believe me. You'd be like, great, sure. What is he? Does he live in Canada? Does he go to another school? Very cool. It's like particularly miserable. Is my fake boyfriend single? Yes. My fake ex-boyfriend, I guess, I mean, I don't know, right? Maybe he found himself another woman who's fake and therefore has a lot more in common with him. He goes to France. Yes. Boyfriend, blink twice if you have free will. Is your fake boyfriend not a robot? I don't know, man. I broke my fake boyfriend's heart. That's true. Yeah, I dumped him unceremoniously. I felt really guilty about it. I like don't interact with people from that workplace much anymore, but I did interact with one of them recently because I was asking for references for my grad school applications, and he did ask about my fake boyfriend, and I did have to be like, he's doing well. he's doing well. But anyway, no. I work full time, and I also do this full time. And if I did not work full time and only did this full time, I would be better at this. Fake boyfriend lives in the hearts and minds of many. Yeah. In that cadence? Well, I mean, we weren't talking in person. We were talking over text, so I'm pretty sure that the cadence was unreadable and very much believed. He was real to me. Bro, and the thing is, like, I made up that fake boyfriend, and it didn't occur to me that, like, if I said I'd been with a boy for, like, 2 years, and then 3, like, I worked at that company for, like, 2 years after that, so by the end of it, we were in, like, a 4-year relationship as far as people were concerned, and people were like, is he, like, moving in with you? And I was like, yeah, he's moving in with me. We're gonna live together. We're gonna sleep on the same bed. Like, I don't know what that looks like, dude. I don't know what a 4-year relationship looks like. Dig the hole deeper. Keep digging. Keep never stop digging. Right? Yeah, and be like, I have his food in my refrigerator. My refrigerator is full of food for me and my boyfriend. Get fake married? Oh my god. I think the funniest thing is that, like, they knew that I did some kind of content creation, right? Because back then I was pretty small and I wasn't really afraid of being, like, found accidentally in the wild, right? Like, as long as I didn't say, like, I'm a VTuber, I'm Ellie_minibot, like, they weren't gonna find me in the wild, right? So, like, I was pretty comfortable being like, yeah, I do some content creation. I'm going to be working on that tonight, so I need to go home a little bit early, right? I was not afraid of doing that, and I think they all thought that was fake. Like, I think they 100% thought that was fake. I don't think they believed me about that at all. But they definitely totally believed me about my fake boyfriend. Like, I think that they just thought that I was, like, going home early to make out with my boyfriend or something. Content creation, huh? So you're gonna be naked? Dude, listen, anyone who has seen me in person knows that I do not do that kind of content creation. Like, it just wouldn't work, man. Like, it just, no one wants that. That is not a market that exists. Two truths and a lie. Yeah, no, like, I have a lot of friends who say, like, oh, they're scared that, like, if they say, like, oh, I do content creation, and then they're not very specific, people are gonna be like, oh, are they naked? Are they naked on the internet? But for me, I don't think I need to worry about that. I'm pretty sure that no one is like, that girl makes content of the naked variety. Bro, no, I'm a shape that doesn't exist. I'm freaking non-Euclidean. Absolutely not. Literally, I had a coworker who was, like, getting rid of some stuff from the old room. This was at my old job. And she was like, "Oh yeah, we have like a ring light. Do you need that, right? Like, you do you make content, right? Like, do you need, like, a ring light?" And I was like, "Girl, they don't see me. Like, if they saw me, I would not be making content." And she was like, "Oh, that makes so much sense." And then she felt really bad. Hot single tesseracts in my area. There is a lid for every pot. You are someone's dream. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, if someone is dreaming of me, I promise they are not dreaming of, like, the shape I am. They are not dreaming of, like, that. They're dreaming of getting freaking crushed in chess. They're dreaming of that, probably. Like, every Tetris block at once. Yeah, no, they're dreaming of, like, a girl who, I don't know, play a pretty song, right? Play a pretty song, you know? They're dreaming of a girl with a well-organized workshop, eventually. Listen, I don't have room for one here. I live in a studio apartment with my fake boyfriend. But if I whisper in their ear, what is that in reference to? That's so scary. That's so ominous. Can you imagine just, like, whispering in? That's so ominous. I know I literally did ASMR last night, but still. The goth Ellie pics I showed, it looked very. I don't know, man. Skirts can hide a lot of sins. I don't know. Skirts make it look like you have hips even if you don't. Like, I swear to God, I am a straight line. I am shaped like an 11-year-old Boy Scout. I am shaped like the 11-year-old Boy Scout I was when I was 11. But anyway, the point is. The point is, I don't think anyone's ever looked at me. What's his fake name? I can't dox my fake boyfriend. What the frick are you talking about? Doxing my fake boyfriend? I'm not even that pick-upable. I'm not even a small bean because I'm like kind of an unwieldy length. I'm just shaped like a little guy. So, you know, what's his fake name? I gotta make up like a fake stream name. It was probably Evan or something. Oh my God. I feel like I should be like insulted that you're assuming my fake boyfriend would be named Evan. You're just like, what a frickin' Evan, I swear. Who would like Ellie? Some kind of frickin' Evan. Anyway, certified Evan moment. Steve? No one as outgoing as a Steve would ever want to be with me, dude. Can you imagine? Better than a Caleb? Okay, listen. I knew a very sweet Caleb. Evan, my Oshi. I told you the head pats were working. We got some head pats going. How deep did the lie go? What were the worst things I needed to make up on the spot? Dude, oh, it was rough. It was so rough. You could mine and craft together. Evan Fakeman. Evan Fakeman. Wait, that's worse. That's worse. What about a George? No. Georges are old, I think. I can't imagine a George who isn't old, you know? I feel like a George is old. Jeffrey. Can you imagine if you were just like, oh, the love of my life, Jeff? Like, I can only think of the Jeopardy thing. Do you guys know the thing where they replaced every instance of everything said on Jeopardy with Jeff? And it was just like, Jeff. What is Jeff? That's all I can think of. Your name, Jeff? Stop doxing yourself in my chat. Jesus Christ. No. There's nothing wrong with Jeff. I just like, I can't imagine like whispering sweet nothings but with the word Jeff in there, you know? Like, Jeff is like a good solid name. Like, I'd love to have a boss named Jeff and be like, oh yeah, Jeff, I'll get that to you by Monday, right? Or like a Jeff who's like your friend and you're just like, oh, come on, Jeff, come out tonight. Like, we're going out tonight. You gotta come on. Come on, Jeff, right? Come through, Jeff. I cannot imagine being like, you look so incredible tonight, Jeff. Nice hair. See, you're learning that I don't know how to talk. You're learning that I have no idea how people talk to boyfriends. Freaking, you look incredible tonight. Nice hair. What a frick. Chat, how do you... Chat. Nice hair. Anyway, calling your next dog Jeff. Jeff would be an incredible dog name. I love when people give their pets names that are just like a guy's name, right? I love when someone is just like, and this is my dog Arnold. This is my cat Steven. I love that stuff. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. Guys like their hair being complimented? Okay, in my experience, guys are really nervous about their hair and they don't want you to even acknowledge it. And this might just be, you know, I'm bad at reading people. Like, that's like a thing. Like, they gave me a piece of paper when I was a child that says she's bad at knowing what people are thinking. But like, I will say, my impression is that guys hate when you acknowledge the existence of their hair. They hate it. They don't want you to talk about them having hair. They don't want you to talk about them not having hair. They don't want you to mention their hair at all. They are okay with you mentioning their facial hair if they have it, but they are not okay with you mentioning their hair. Boys want compliments about their shoulders and eyes. This is okay. Top level strats from a girl who doesn't know how to talk to anyone, let alone in this context. Oh, metal fans are an exception. Yes, if boys are into metal and they have long hair, you can talk about their hair, but be warned that they will talk at you a lot afterwards about various bands, and they will probably make you listen to those bands. So if you don't want that to happen, don't mention their hair. Yes, you wouldn't think that boys want to be complimented on their shoulders, but they do. They do want to be complimented on their shoulders. It's surprising. They haven't gotten that one before, right? So it'll hit. And also, everyone on Earth has nice shoulders. Every person on Earth has nice shoulders. Shoulders are just nice. They're like a good shape and a good part of the human body. Obviously, only compliment someone if you can compliment them earnestly. But, yeah, complimenting some, men want to be complimented on their shoulders and their eyes. Now, everybody in the world want to be complimented on their eyes. Girls also want to be complimented on their eyes, but you can also compliment girls on their hair. For girls, it's hair and eyes. For boys, it's shoulders and eyes. If you said my shoulders were nice, I'd mostly just be confused. Oh, well, I mean, the confusion is part of it, I think. I think the confusion is part of it. What about hands? Dude, I don't know. I don't know the rules with hands. I don't know the hand rules. I feel like it's like maybe a little bit too forward to compliment someone's hands. I feel like they would be like, were you trying to hold him, you freak? You trying to hold him, you little freak? Yeah, okay, well, okay, Nevercake is a professional, like, hand poster. Nevercake posts just, like, the hand thirst traps all day, every day. Hands are too forward? Bro, I don't know. Nice ears? If someone said nice ears to me, I would cry. My ears stick out like someone left the car doors open, dude. My ears are a freaking hazard to me. When I go really fast on roller coasters, my ears turn red because they stick out so much. I got the craziest ears in the world. I played field hockey and lacrosse on teams where no one knew each other. There was not a single common person between those two teams, and I had to wear my hair up for both, right? Because sports. And on both teams independently, all of the girls called me Dumbo. So like, you need to understand, and this happened all the way up, like elementary school through high school. So anyway, yeah. Wow, Simcomp! That's kind of fun. I don't know what they do either. People are terrible? No, it was kind of loving. I didn't really talk to the other girls because I didn't know how, but they were quite sweet. Yeah, I had to, okay, so my hair was quite short. It was like sort of a grown out little bowl cut thing. I have no idea why I allowed this to happen to me. I demanded it, actually. Why I demanded this. And then I would wear 2 tiny little pigtails on the back of my head when I played sports. To hold the hair kind of, because there like wasn't enough hair to put into a ponytail. So I had to do these stubby, stupid little pigtails. It was quite ugly. And then I had my goggles, right? And then I had my stupid ears. It was very funny. They called me Dumbo for being, oh no, they called me Dumbo because Dumbo has big ears. They called me Dumbo like the elephant Dumbo with the big ears, where he flies with his ears. Because I could fly with my ears. In theory. You know, I never tested this, but I do imagine that I probably had the wingspan for it with the ears alone. But yeah. Goofy looking. You called your sister a Keebler elf. Dude, oh my god. The first time I met the man that my sister ultimately married, I was like, he looks like a very handsome Keebler elf. And then she married him. Isn't that awesome? So, yeah. He does, though. He does look like a really handsome Keebler elf. Can he cook? Dude, he loves cooking. He loves baking. He's always cooking and baking. Like, he's 100% a handsome Keebler elf. And I'm pleased for her. I mean, isn't that what all girls dream of at the end of the day? Just a handsome Keebler elf to bake bread. I have been learning to bake bread so that I can be someone's handsome Keebler elf someday. I do believe that I am entering a chapter of my life where I'm ready to be someone's handsome Keebler elf. I grew some tomatoes. I've been baking sour bread that would blow your freaking mind. It's fantastic. It's fantastic sourdough bread. I've been learning to bake. She can cook. Hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I don't know if I'd say all that. Yeah, homegrown tomatoes are amazing, dude. How much is there to learn about baking bread? Not that much, it turns out. Not that much. How sour is it? I don't know. It's like regular sourdough bread, I guess. Like, it's not like, I wouldn't call it like sour, right? But I can't. I can never interact with Giri in any way, shape, or form. She's dead to me. I can't even look at her because my boss watches her, and if I ever have any kind of public interaction with her, I'll be terrified that I'll blow my cover. Because like at this company, so from the time that I started working here, right, the subathon had already happened. That was the point of the hire-a-thon, was to get a job, and I got this one. And the right, I had already been rated. I was already big enough that I was like, I gotta be a little more careful. So I didn't tell anyone that I stream or anything. But I did find out that my boss watches VTubers. And he knows that I watch VTubers, and that is the extent of our interaction on the subject, so. Whoa! Ready, wait, that's crazy. That would be crazy. Oh my god. I actually kind of hope. You're missing some important Keebler Elf style qualities. Are your ears not pointy enough? Are your cookies mediocre? Are you too tall? No, I think that, there's like a weird thing going on right now where people want really tall people. I don't actually understand what this is for. Like, no shade to tall people. You guys are very sweet and I'm worried about you. But like, if you get yourself a very tall boyfriend, he has to eat so much more food. You have to feed him so much more. It takes so much food to keep tall people going. And furthermore, if they're really tall, they can't ride every roller coaster. There are a lot of roller coasters they can't ride. And on top of that, they don't fit on a small bed, right? If you have a small bed, you're cooked. You need like a longer bed if you're gonna have a tall person in there. And also, and I'm sorry, this is bad, but also they don't live as long on average. They don't live as long by like a lot. Like, people are looking for guys who are like so tall. And it's like, bro, his cardiovascular system is gonna be under a great deal of stress. And his back is gonna hurt. So, anyway, yeah, I find it surprising how much people seem to prefer a tall partner. It is confusing to me, because it seems like a problem. It seems like there are a lot of problems that can come from that. Now, nothing wrong with being a tall person, right? You can reach things on high shelves and you get paid more, and girls seem to be very into you. So there are trade-offs, and I hope that you make the most of it, and I hope that it goes well for you. But tall equals defender equals safety. Okay, what do you think the world that humans were living in was like? People are silly gooses, right? They imagine that there were like cavemen, right? And that we were all just like stomping around hitting each other with clubs. And if a girl couldn't find a man capable of defending her, like, bro, that's not what it was like. That's not what any human society has ever been like. Freaking weirdo. But personally, that's an accurate description of high school. Yeah, that's fair. You were bullied for being a normal height? I'm so sorry, man. Girls just want head pats from tall men? Okay, but arms are long. Like unless you find yourself a very small man, he will probably still be able to pat you on top of the head. Like, he would have to be like half your freaking height. Well, actually, 3/4, right? Because the arm span is usually about the same as height, right? So if you figure he would have to be 3/4 of your height to not be able... Well, no, not exactly, because you have the head. What percentage of a body is usually head? If we're talking about someone short, I think it's a higher percentage of body size, right? Because heads are usually pretty similar sizes. So at that point, right, you're looking at someone who's like... I don't know. Right, you're looking at someone significantly shorter than you, is the point. Significantly shorter than you, right? And, math. We don't have to do math about this hypothetical man, but the point is that most people are still gonna be able to pat you on top of the head if you need that. Being tall sucks. Yeah, dude, that's the other thing, is like, tall people hit their head on everything all the time, and they don't fit in cars. Like, okay, girl, listen to me. You think you want a tall boyfriend, but do you want him to complain every time you get in a car? Right? Do you want to listen to him complain on every single car ride? Every time you carpool with your friends and he gets in the back and he doesn't fit, right? Tall people don't fit on airplanes. I mean, that's fair. That's true. That's real. Right? You hate walking into spider webs. I'm so sorry. What do you mean at full height? Well, I guess not like bending over. Because I do know a lot of tall people who like make themselves smaller because they feel uncomfortable at places, or they feel like they are a threat, or they like don't want to take up too much space. And that's really sad, you know? I feel bad about that. How does Ellie know all our secrets? Because I freaking listen, man. Because I listen. No, because I've got some tall friends. Listen, I've got tall friends and I got short friends, right? And like I've got friends in between, right? And my understanding of the guy experience is that people think that you need to be tall to get a girlfriend. But I have tall friends who don't girlfriend whatsoever. They've never done it. And I have like Joe is like my height. Joe is my height. I think he might be even a little bit shorter. And he kisses so many girls. He's just out girl kissing every day of the week. So, like, I don't think it really has anything to do with height at all. I think it just has to do with, like, being chill and outgoing, and also, like, in a lot of places, right? He does theater. So just, like, there are a lot of girls in theater, you know? He kissed a girl, but did he like it? I don't know. I should ask him. This weekend, I'll make sure to ask him when he's visiting. I'll be like, hey, dude, Joe Mama. How are the short friends doing? They're doing well. This is the thing. Yeah, is like, yeah, theater kids are always kissing each other, just giving each other mouth diseases. I love theater kids, but I do fear for them. I do fear for them a little bit. Kissing girls is peak. Yeah, I wouldn't know really. Sounds cool though. You did theater, not the experience you had. Do it again, I guess. Do it better this time. We love short kings. I don't know if he's even a short, like, I don't know at what height. That's the other thing, is like, I have no idea what the cutoffs for these categories are. They seem extremely fluid. And it makes sense that they would be fluid regionally, because height, right, varies a lot regionally. But it does seem really, really weird, right? That we have these, like, moving categories, right? Like, if someone was like, I'm short, and they were my height, I would be kind of surprised. I wouldn't really consider a guy who's 5'7" short at all. I don't think that I would really consider someone short until, like, 5'4". Like, I feel like if a guy was 5'4", I would be like, oh, yeah, like, you're gonna have trouble moving through the world, right? The world is broadly not built for a 5'4" person. The world is approximately built for someone about 5'8", right? So the closer you are to 5'8", the more you are going to have an average experience. And the more the world is going to be built for you, right? And so as someone who's about 5'7", you know, the world is basically built for me, right? I am usually the right size for most seats. You're right, I fit well in airplanes. Things aren't too high that I can't reach them. So yeah, no, I would consider this like a pretty normal height to be, right? A pretty comfortable height to be. Because it's a pretty average human size, right? But then when you look at people who are like 5'11", you're already getting to the point where you're a little bit big for a lot of the interfaces that humans build, right? You're a little bit big for cars, you know? And you're only 5'11". There are girls out here who are like, I will not date a man under 6'2". And it's like, where are you going to put him, girl? Where are you going to keep him? What are you going to feed him? How are you going to keep his coat nice and shiny? He's going to be so hungry. 6'4" and left-handed. Literally nothing is built for you. Literally nothing is ergonomic for you. Is that why cars are getting so large? Are people getting taller? Are they? Think of all the beans. Food inflation hit our tall kings hard. Oh my god, it didn't even occur to me, yeah. The fact that there's like a tax on being a tall person. I just figured he'd eat all your snacks. He'd come over to your house and eat all your snacks, and you'd be like, oof. Better nutrition equals taller? This is a broad trend, but for the most part, I think now Americans aren't getting taller anymore. I think that Americans are getting shorter now. But I don't really know. 5 foot nothing you can't reach? Yeah, no, the world is not built for you either. It is like a really weird and crazy thing that we are animals, you know? Well, I'm not because I'm a robot, but you are animals, and you vary in size, you know? A great deal. And such as, you know, the world cannot be built for all of us. And they sort of arbitrarily pick a point kind of in the middle of human heights and build things for that height. Now, I will say, as someone with really freakishly small hands, the world is not built for me in that regard. My hands are too small for most things. I can't comfortably hold a lot of things that are meant to be held ergonomically, that are meant to be shaped for hands. I play piano, And it took years for me to be able to comfortably play an octave, right? Even like at my full hand size, it took me years to be able to comfortably play an octave. And that's really necessary. You truly cannot play piano without playing an octave. So it was quite scary, right? So, bigger hands are a sign of heart disease? That's crazy. I don't know. Is that true? That doesn't sound true. Baby hands? Yeah, I've got tiny little freaky little baby hands. I got scary little doll hands. And the result is that the world is broadly not built for them. I have a lot of trouble navigating the world in certain ways. Keyboards are uncomfortably large. And now, can't play Chopin. Listen, dude. People with normal size hands can't play Chopin. That's not even about me. That's not even about me. What's my glove size? Child. I buy child gloves for children. But yeah, no, having small hands, right? And then also having really, really big hands is also frustrating, right? And there are uses for these things as well, right? Having tiny hands means that, like, when something falls between the seats, people are like, Ellie, can you grab that? And I'm like, you know what? I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this day. I've been waiting patiently for this day. Being short does allow you to continue to buy child-sized clothing. Okay, so this is the thing, is I still buy child-sized clothing. It's just a little bit short on me. But, like, that's okay. I don't really care, you know? So, like, I had a few years in there where, like, everything was cropped. And I wasn't even buying cropped tops or anything, right? I was just, like, wearing kids' shirts. And they were, like, comfortably, appropriately cropped. Ellie likes showing her belly button. I think very reasonably. I just don't care. I just don't care very much. What if you have tiny hands but massive forearms? Dude, watch my hand cams. I have really weirdly small forearms. I mean, my whole body is just kind of small, right? A lot of your clothes from middle school still fit fine. I don't think I have any clothes still from middle school, but I have a bunch of clothes from high school still. But also, like, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, came from a bad manufacturing plant? Not really, not really. Somehow 5'7" and lanky. Yeah, same. Yeah, same. So, do I work out? No. No. And no one can make me. I run. I do yoga, but like, no thank you. I know that it would be objectively the healthiest thing to do, but you see, I am not a product that I need to market and sell. I am not looking to optimize myself, because I think that that's lame and stupid, right? And I think that you should resist the way that people push you to, like, you've got to be the best you every day. You got to grind so hard to increase your value as an employee so someone wants to buy you like a product. Lame. Boring. And I don't care. So you should do things with your body that make you feel good. And don't pay attention to people who tell you to do things that make your body not feel good. So personally, well, I do think that it would be a good thing if I were stronger. Well, I think that would be cool. I tried it a few times, right? Joe lifts a lot, and when we were like living in the same place, when we lived in Boy Mansion, right? He was like telling us all, you know, like, you don't have to, but if you want to learn, you can learn with me. And I tried it a few times and I was like, oh, this sucks. This is like super boring and it hurts and I don't like it. And like, maybe someday I'll get back into it, right? Like, obviously, like, I want to be able to pick up my kids someday, right? Like, I want to be able to stay strong, and you will lose muscle as you age. So maybe I'll do things. Just do bodyweight exercises? Maybe. I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of stretches, a lot of what you do in yoga is, dude, I used to do rock climbing and I loved it, but I haven't been able to since I moved here because it's just like so expensive to go rock climbing in New York City. Like, I used to be able to go to like a climbing gym for like a really affordable amount of money, but now if I want to do it in New York City, it's like, it's so expensive. It's like so expensive. Rock climb with Vettel when I move? Dude, I wanna. That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. Yeah, but New York City is crazy expensive, and so I kind of gave up on it. But yeah, no, I run and I do yoga, and I feel like honestly yoga does make you stronger, and I know this because I'm pretty freaking weak. Like, I am scary weak. I'm stupid weak. I'm so weak. And like, I am often in a position where like I can feel my muscles shaking during yoga. Like, I'm obviously too weak for it, right? And so that'll make you stronger. So I don't know. How am I gonna get Vettel out to rock climb? He goes rock climbing. He's really good at it. Weak maxing. Yes. Yeah. Trying to be as pathetic as possible. You did bouldering at secondary school. Yeah, same. We had a rock wall all through school, and I really enjoyed it. Oh, you've got scoliosis. I'm sorry. Spider turtle, real. I still do yoga with the hot rich moms. Yes, they are so sweet, and I love them, dude. I just want to clarify because the thing is, like, I make fun of the hot yoga moms, but I gotta say the hot yoga moms are so freaking sweet, dude. When I first met the hot yoga moms, I felt like I was like infiltrating a secret order, right? I felt like I was like, I'm pulling one over on them, you know? And I was like kind of terrible. I had this feeling in my soul of like, these are the girls who were mean to me in middle school, and now I'm walking among them undetected, right? That's not the case at all. That's not the case. First of all, the girls who were mean to me in middle school, they're fine now. You know, part of the problem is that they were 13 and no one has their act together at 13. You know, when you meet those people now, they're actually fine. People are pretty nice. And, you know, you should be nice to them too. And as it turns out, these girls are very sweet. They live a very different lifestyle from the one I live. They're definitely very different kinds of people, and they've had very different experiences of the world. But they're really, really nice to me. I do not move among them undetected. You know, they're like, wow, you're really different, Ellie. Are any of them VTubers? Nah. Nah, dude. They're hot and rich. They are out in public. They are wearing dresses that cost more than my freaking computer. On dates with their hot rich husbands. Like, no, dude. They are not VTubers. But, they're very, very sweet people. If you thought I infiltrated them successfully, dude, I did too. I kinda thought I did too. But it turns out that no, I wasn't fooling them at all. They just like me. And they're nice people. And I'm honored. Yeah. So, they just adopted me, yeah. No, they're really sweet people, and I'm very, very lucky to know them. I love the hot yoga moms, but I'm terrified of them. I literally never relax. Cha-Cha on right now, yeah, Cha-Cha has a little bit. Cha-Cha is very much like the hot yoga moms, I think. Adopted by hot yoga moms, the dream. Dude, they are so hot and so good at yoga. Cha-Cha def a hot yoga mom? 100%. Oh yeah, we should look at more rich people's houses. And you know what else I should do is I should call Nevercake. Dude, you want to get in here? I'm just going to call him. I'm just going to press that call button. Because we were going to look at rich people's houses together. Hello?
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 Okay, I'm turning you up. There we go. Can you guys hear him now?
Can you hear me?
Hello? Okay, nice. There we
Hello?
go. So,
Hey.
wow. This place has some interesting art choices. I don't know if I feel this. I don't know if I feel this stranger looking at me with a flower in her mouth. Are you seeing this?
I see it. Are you going to stream so I can see it live without delay?
Oh,
On
yeah,
Discord?
yeah. Yeah, dog. Don't even. Of course. Of course I'm gonna. I already
But
thought
she really
of that.
do be eating that flower.
Yeah, she's just... Dude, I've been doing so much fucking freaking French Duolingo, I swear. Like I see the image and I'm just like mange.
This is
Like
a
I'm
French
just
lesson.
like I'm freaking conditioned. I've got the okay. Devices? Why can't I just share Chrome? Why doesn't it have that option? Please.
It should be there somewhere.
It should be there somewhere, right? Okay.
Okay.
There, she's eaten.
I guess she was a little hungry, yeah.
I like these. These look.
Ooh.
Yeah, these are actually
Those
kind
look
of
ripe
sick.
for staining.
Yeah, I wanna pour a whole wine glass out on one of those by accident.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna just never be invited back here.
Also, look at that art. That abstract art in the background. It's like a flower guy screaming.
This,
He's like
Yo.
so excited.
dude, don't take this the wrong way. I feel like this kind of could be your art. I feel like if you doodled this and sent it to me, I'd be like, that tracks.
No, There's an energy. I understand.
Yeah, you'd be like, this is you.
So much white.
So much white, yeah. Oh, these are awful. I hate squishy dining chairs. I find them abhorrent. I don't like the way that they
I
would
don't
just
think I've
like
seen those.
drink up a snack. Like if you spill something on those, slurp slurp. Like they're gonna smell like that forever.
Yeah,
on
that's
top
like
of that-
that's like a gamble.
I don't want to like sink into my dining chair, you know? I don't want to have to like stand up from a dining chair from like a deep squat, you know?
I mean, at this point, might as well just pull up like a lazy boy.
That's what this looks like. That's what this looks like. Why do people with
Yeah.
money have bad taste? I don't. I think it just
Whoa.
rots your brain, honestly. This is beautiful, though. Like, I mean, would
That's
I
green.
prefer, you know, a normal, just like mix of, right, indigenous plants there, you know? Ground cover that's, you know, normal. Yeah, but like, I don't know. This is quite pretty. I like a
Yeah, would I
garden.
prefer like a graveyard? You know, yeah, that's
My
beside the
God,
point.
you're so freaking spooky.
Got a pool. Are you like a pool user?
What does this mean? What do you mean by this?
Like if you had a pool, would you use it?
I do have a pool here. Yeah, my building has a pool.
Oh. Do you use it?
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, that's not my scene.
Pool user. A pool user. What does that mean? Do you just like not want to be shirtless in front of people? Because you can just wear a shirt. No one cares.
I just don't really like. Well, I mean, I don't like being shirtless, but I also don't like being like wet. Really?
Bro, how do you shower?
Okay. Scroll next image.
Okay. How do
We
you
don't talk about
shower?
that. No, we don't talk about that one.
Wait, is there like cursed lore here?
There's like there's no lore here. Do not check the wiki page.
I really want to know. Chinchilla dust bath. That's canon.
That's Yo, I wish. I've watched a chinchilla do that once, a person. They're like
Oh,
they
they
really-
love it, dude.
they
They
really
go
get into it.
crazy.
and then they like gnawed on my sock.
You're blessed.
It was really cute.
Pond user?
Ooh,
Yeah. No, I could
I like that roof.
I enjoy a lake. I enjoy any body of water. I like being in water, you know? I like a bath. I like a shower. I like I'm just naming
Wha-
places
This is
that are
why
wet.
this is why
just-
you're not this is why you're not good at video games. It's all adding up.
First of all, take that back. I'm great at video games.
I was second place for a hot second on that leaderboard for a reason.
Yeah, I was
That's all I'm
only a
saying.
hot second though, and then you were fifth, huh?
Yeah, I'm washed up. It's just like that's my life trajectory in general. It's like I do pretty good and then I fall
No!
off.
No, be nice to that guy.
Whoa, look at that room. What, that like theater?
I feel like we're
Is
not
that-
paying nearly
Is that
enough attention
Frankenstein's monster, dude?
to the Frankenstein kitchen.
Okay. Okay.
We are stepping directly over the Frankenstein kitchen, and I
Bro, look
feel
at
like
his
that's
shirt.
a huge
What is he
mistake.
wearing? It's just like a fur vest with like no.
He's wearing a
nothing, no-
jacket in this one. Oh no, go back.
Yeah.
He's wearing a
I don't. Is that
jacket.
even the same? That's like a different guy, right?
No, I think
that
that's
doesn't
still
look like
it's Frankenstein, right?
But he's got
Is
like
it?
a beard.
Oh, you're so right. Frankenstein does not have a beard. Frankenstein is clean shaven, baby face.
Er- They're screaming the Wolfman. I don't really know what the Wolfman looks like.
That might be the Wolfman.
I mean, he doesn't look like a wolf. He looks more like a man. But you know. Oh wait, his hands. Look at his fingers. They are wolf-like.
Yeah, they are kind of wolf-like, but I also can't tell if that's just, you know, hands are hard. Right? This isn't the highest quality art I've ever seen.
What do you mean? This is incredible. It
And
even
I,
goes to the ceiling.
I don't know.
Dude, doesn't that look like? It looks like water damage. The cloud.
It really does. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's water damage, and they were just like, what if we just paint on a
Oh.
Frankenstein scene?
They figured it out.
And then
Got 'em
no one
out.
will know about the water damage.
Also, is this a bathroom? Because why is there a sink there?
I think it's a Is it a bathroom? Is this the Frankenstein
Or is this just
bathroom?
is this just a sink room? Is this just where you go to have a sink?
Well, I will say this is 8 beds, 13 baths.
Whoa!
So there seems to be good odds to me that, like, you know,
8 baths.
yeah, this could be a bathroom. Just
That would
just
last me for
riding it out.
years.
Imagine, like, if you live here with your, 7, right, with your husband and 6 children, right?
Of course.
You could all be using the bathroom at the same time.
No lines.
Different bathrooms. And
I'd
then,
like.
even if you guys all have friends over, even if all of your 6 children have friends over, you could still all be using different bathrooms.
And then you could theme them for when you're feeling a little festive.
Like a Frankenstein.
Like a Frankenstein bathroom. Yeah. For instance.
So this theater room, it looks really
Whoa.
murdery.
The Invisible Man poster. This guy likes their like old horror.
Yeah, they like spooky. They're like you. This is where you'd live,
Whoa.
I think.
Yeah, except mine would be like all black, so
Tim Burton ass.
you called me that when you reviewed my
Yeah.
my workshop.
Dude,
And I
I'm
was-
gonna say it
was
every time. It's
laughing.
the funniest thing I've ever said.
It's funny because I have such a history of people calling my artwork Tim Burton because they don't know the word macabre.
No, your artwork isn't Tim Burton. You're Tim Burton. You look like a Tim Burton character.
Yeah, well, I mean that's better, honestly.
Your artwork
If only
isn't
it could
Tim
be-
Burton at all. It's just creepy cute. It's just kind of delightfully spooky.
Yeah, it's really not in his style. He's very distinct style, but I do participate in Burton swirls every so
No, yeah,
often.
you the guy, you the human person man look like a Tim
Yeah.
Burton character.
If only I could be 2D.
Wes Anderson. That's real.
I love
too,
Wes
yeah.
Anderson.
This is very Wes Anderson. Yeah, the symmetry, just like
Yeah,
the
that-
colors. Yeah. What
That 90-degree camera.
what I hate about this is picturing how much you must despise your family. Like, imagine being like, I want to watch a movie with my husband, but I need a divider between us. Like, God
Ooh.
forbid we hold hands. God forbid.
Yeah.
God forbid he put his arm around me. I need protection, you know? And then your kids that have to be this far away. Like, I feel like when we watched movies as kids with my family, right? Like, my parents would be like, right? Like, my dad would have his arm around my mom. She'd be leaning on him. And then we, as children, would just be like, like, sitting there with them, right? No.
Yeah.
This, like, there's social distancing.
I would like my mom would sit on the couch and I would sit like on the floor in front of her and she'd like massage my shoulders.
Yeah, that's so sweet. No, not in this room. You gotta be 6 feet away.
Although I do like I have a strange fascination for like step ups in like room designs. I like
That is
steps.
the weirdest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Like I just like verticality. I've always wanted to make couch
Go
bleachers
take a
in my
shower, you gamer.
room. What do you mean?
I
What
need
if- what if
verticality. I
elevation-
need destructible environments.
I need verticality. It's why I like looking at the Japanese cities is because they have so much verticality
They do
compared
have
to
a lot
ours.
of verticality, yeah.
But I always wanted couch bleachers, you know, like 3 couches in a row, slightly elevated.
Dude, I used to babysit for a kid who lived in like a house like this. It was freaking terrifying. Like a huge, scary, fancy house. I would get lost in
Yeah.
there. I never mapped the whole place out in my head. I'm convinced that it changed
Whoa.
like the hotel from The Shining. Whenever you weren't somewhere, like it would just sort of shift. And also, on top of that, they did have an awful little theater room like this. And for the girl's birthday, which I was responsible for some reason, despite being like 12, like I don't know why they trusted me to watch like a lot of 7-year-olds. I was 12. She would just want to watch like Shira, not even the new one, the old one, in her
What?
haunted theater room just for
Shira.
hours. And I would
don't know
just
what
have to
that
spend
is.
like all night making popcorn for children. It was brutal.
All night?
Dude.
How much
pardon
popcorn
me.
did they eat?
I mean, not a lot, but the popcorn machine was mostly decorative, right? It doesn't crank out huge amounts of popcorn
Oh,
each time.
they had one of the big standing machines. Those are so like
Oh my god,
aesthetically
literally
pleasing.
this!
oh
Yeah,
Wait, it's there.
it's there.
Yeah.
They have it.
I've looked those up before on eBay because I was like, kind of my vibe. The Monopoly ceiling.
I don't like this at all.
Hello.
I don't like this at
That's
all.
like next level, dude.
You just like it because it's
That's-
vertical. You're just like,
Well,
ooh,
I mean, I like it.
verticality.
I like things that are vertical, and I like things that are weird. The ceiling, I like. The wall, I don't know. Just like pasting logos on the wall and the Mad Max child.
I don't like
I
I
don't-
don't like what's happening with his legs.
Wait, I said Mad Max. I mean Mad Magazine.
Yeah, I knew
Mad
what you
Max.
meant. I knew what you. That's not very Mad Max. This kid would die in the Mad Max universe. Just
Instantly,
post
yeah.
haste. This kid would be dead on arrival.
So that's one of those like horizontal Pac-Man machines or what? Or Pong? I don't know. There's 2 seats. It seems like it's 2-player.
Yeah, this is the closest he's ever gotten to his wife. This is as close as they can be without.
This is
getting
also another
divorced.
sink room, by the way.
Another what?
Another sink room. There's
They
just
have a
sink back
sink in
there.
here. Oh, do you think it's like a bar? Do you think they have like a bar down here? So he's like, me
I
and
think
the
it's to, like-
guys can go down to the game room, and
I think it's to wash your sweat off from
Ooh.
like competitive gaming.
Ugh. Oh God, I was foosing so hard, dude. I was foosing my balls off.
Now hold on a
I
second.
foosed too close to the sun.
You never want a full foos, dude.
I gotta rinse off. Good.
Whoa.
This is good.
Virtual golf setup?
That's
You don't see
so
this every day.
important. Yeah, you actually don't. Like for all the things like you expect a theater room in weird rich person houses, this I did not expect.
That's like
Dude, this is the back rooms. This
Crazy.
is 100% the back rooms. You can't convince me that this isn't in the back rooms.
can't like if you're rich enough to own this house, can't you just go golfing?
You know, I also wonder the same thing, but maybe it's for days when you just like are rich but also depressed. You're like rich
Yeah,
but also
maybe.
you can't go outside.
I just figured if you were depressed, you'd spend your time in the Frankenstein room, I guess.
That would fix you right up. Yeah, go have a cry in the Frankenstein bathroom, come back ready to face the
Yeah,
day.
add to the water damage. You'll never know.
This is like a weird tableau because there's nothing visible here, right? I don't know what they're
But
trying
I'm loving
to
that step
frame.
though.
Yeah, I actually do love these tiles. I think this rug is kind of cool. Like, there's a good mix of textures here. It's a well-composed photo, but it tells me very little about this home, you know?
And is that a bed? Is that a bed that's like on the floor?
On
up
the
there?
floor. Yeah, no, rich people, they love to put their bed as close to the floor as possible. They won't just do mattress on the floor like the common man, but they will have just the smallest, right? Like, they will pay like $1,000 for just like 2 inches of plywood off the floor. They don't want under the bed to even exist. Rich people, no.
Fair enough.
See what I mean? All their furniture so low to the ground. No clearance under any of these. It's because they're
Yeah.
freaking Roombas. It's because if they had more clearance under these, the Roombas would get stuck under there.
Oh.
It's not actually. That's just my delightful headcanon.
Yeah.
This balcony rocks.
I believe anything.
10 out of 10. I like this balcony.
Looks too hot out.
I don't
To
know.
me.
It's too hot in here, and I have no ability to imagine a sensation I'm not currently experiencing. So, like,
Oh.
if I'm too hot right now, I'm just like, everything is too hot. Everywhere is too hot. Snow is too hot.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, I don't want to get my grubby poor people fingerprints on any of this stuff. They're gonna drag me out back and shoot me.
They forgot to paint this place, you know? It's all white.
They can smell the pour on you. They'll get you.
Oh no.
Yo, this tub does look kind of fire though.
Ooh.
Like I'm not. You hate water. Don't even pretend that you're not a little
No, but
cat
I
for
always
a
want
second.
I always wanted my bathroom to be completely like waterproof though, so I could just hose it down.
You're trying to hose yourself down. You're like a bath.
I mean-
Absolutely not. But please hose me down like an animal.
It's about efficiency, okay?
So you're just trying to get clean as fast as possible.
Yeah. And then I need to get as dry as possible.
Anyway, I like the idea of this bath because it looks nice. I want to be able to spread out. I want to be able to see get like, what if there's a grizzly attack while I'm in the bath, and not a grizzly, a black bear attack while I'm in the bath, and I have to make myself look as big as possible. You know, most tubs you can't make yourself look as big as possible. Here, I feel like you could really spread out. You know?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like most of the tubs I've seen are like so tiny, it's like almost painful.
Yeah, you gotta crunch yourself a little bit.
Now that's a closet.
Is this a closet, bro? I thought that was a bedroom. What?
I mean, I see like poles for hanging clothing.
Oh my god, who has this much clothing?
I've never seen an island in a closet.
Dude, I'm trying to find jeans that say nothing about me. I'm trying to find the most nondescript jeans that I can. I googled
Yeah.
aren't I 4'6"? No.
I think
I'm
personally I think you should wear
5'7".
Jinko jeans. I think those would fit you pretty well.
I googled normal jeans.
Are you familiar with Jinko?
Those are huge, aren't they? Aren't those the huge jeans?
Yeah.
Bro, that's like what I'm already wearing. I literally I wear like
They're
men's
really
jeans
big,
too
man.
big because I don't want anyone to know anything about my body. It's a secret. But at the same time, I want to go to grad school, and I don't want to go to grad school in all of my big clothes because then people are going to look at me and be like, what, did you like shrink? Like, is this some kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids but only a little type situation? Like, I want to be wearing clothes that say nothing about me. I want literally no one to know anything about me based on my clothes. I want to be indescribable. Like, if someone sees me and they're trying to ask about me later, right, they would have nothing to go off of, right? They would be like, have you seen that perfectly average woman in the average outfit?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what is the most nondescript outfit there is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I have a bunch of gray t-shirts, but I need really regular pants. I need the most neutral pants that exist.
Okay.
Bell
can have that.
bottoms? Frick you. Oh, I don't want her to watch in the bathroom. I don't want her to be looking at me in the bathroom.
More bathroom. I swear half these images are bathrooms.
Because they got 13 of them, dude.
Yo, Gucci Chanel.
Gucci Chanel.
Gucci Chanel.
I love that they kept those in the photos. Like, no one is living here right now. This is a completely staged house. And they were just like, you know when you come back with your Gucci Chanel? You could put your Gucci Chanel right here in this house.
And look at those those screen bottles of entrepreneur water over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I wish I had a mirror that size.
What would you do with it? What would you do in it?
Look at my goofy outfits.
You're such a dork.
What do you mean? What else do you do in a mirror?
I don't know.
I can't. I don't have like a full body mirror where I can see what I look like. I'm just put my outfits on and hope for the best.
Oh, I have a mirror that's like basically big enough to see what I look like. You gotta like back up a little ways, right? But it's, you know, it's not like, I mean, it's not like a big mirror, but it works. This is fully a sauna. Is this like a double-decker sauna? Are you supposed to be like up here and then another guy's up here, down here, and then up here and then down here?
Yo.
Like, are you supposed to be alternating?
This is it's perfect for a massage train.
Yeah. You sit here, you're in the sauna, and you're massaging your homie's shoulders down here. Yeah, very normal.
Yes. Just bro behavior.
The verticality.
I was thinking it. Llama?
Okay, I actually really like this dog.
That's pretty good, yeah.
That's really good. Guys, I wish there were a way to make this bigger. It should be bigger, but you see him back there? I really like him.
More chairs with no clearance.
Yeah, more chairs with no clearance.
And a llama.
And a llama. I like the llama. I like this. I'm not really sure what's going on here with this painting, but I don't hate it, honestly. I kind of like it.
It's I think there's a fried egg at the top left of it.
Yeah, like a chicken and an egg kind of situation. I guess there's like a kid's room, but it's very bland and sad. If I were a child here, I think I would be sad.
I would find no joy.
I would find a little bit of joy in this dog.
That's it's all gravitating towards that corner, for real.
See what I mean? See what I mean about rich people and their furniture going all the way to the floor? I can't explain it, but it's just true.
You know, I've never noticed this before.
Ooh,
Clearance.
a bold choice. Roomba's gonna get stuck under there. Good luck. Yeah, but these chairs got no clearance.
Nope. I love looking at furniture and being like, I could totally model that in Blender.
Oh my god, that's such a different direction. I was thinking, like, I wonder how far I could worm my way under this bed.
I mean, that's an important question as well.
What's
When
wrong
the
with
intruders
me?
come, can I hide?
Can I hide? Where is the Ellie spot in this room?
They did forget the canopy on the canopy bed.
Look at
That's
this
true.
freaking couch. No clearance, I'm telling you.
I love big, like, L couches.
Really?
Just like maximum seating area so that I can lay down and never get up.
Well, but like, I don't understand how you lay down on... I guess you could like lie down this way and then put your arm out? Your arm's out here?
Yeah. It's just kind of like, you don't really use it. It's just kind of comforting that it's there, you know? More
Just-
space.
Oh man. Trees. Oh, the aerial view
Whoa.
is pretty disgusting. So do you see what I mean about roof lines? How it's just kind of like random and haphazard where the roof goes? It just looks like ridiculous from up
Yeah,
here.
this would never be in like a top 10 Minecraft build compilation.
It would not. It would not. And that's how we know it's not very good.
I like how they all have their own tennis court.
Dude, they have to. They have to. Otherwise, they might accidentally run into each other.
Accidentally play tennis together. Gosh.
Is this a real tree? Is my 100% main question.
I don't know, but it looks pretty nice.
If so, what do you do? Like, do you have to keep it alive?
How did this happen? How did this get here?
Is it
Who
gonna
did
grow
this?
through your roof? What do you do?
That's a fair question. Ooh, but look at the pillow. They gave it pillows so it's comfortable.
For the tree. Yeah, so the tree can
Yeah.
be comfortable. This is like objectively a beautiful space, right? It looks sterile and weird. It looks completely 3D modeled. It looks like a VR chat world,
hmm
but it's a pretty
But
nice
it looks
VR
nicer
chat
than the
world.
last place. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
what
like a
to
rib
do with that.
cage.
Look at it.
So much lighting.
Yeah, rich people need a lot of light. They need a lot of light to see by. I think the soul rot corrodes your dark vision.
I see. Trying to hide the darkness inside.
This is where they'd put their wine if they had any. Mini, right? Oh, the chairs were so cursed. Look at them.
Whoa.
Eek. Eek.
Whoa, I didn't even see there's like lips on that table.
Wait, the table had lips? For kissing!
Look at that thing.
This is for if
Also,
you
it-
don't know how to kiss, you can practice. When everybody's asleep,
that's
you
good.
come down in the middle of the night and you give it a little kiss.
It looks, yeah, a little life size. Bigger, perhaps.
Yeah,
Look at
bigger
the
than
painting on the
life
left.
size, I think. Unless you got a real big mouth.
That painting on the left isn't even hung up. It's just like giant and leaning.
Yeah, how would you hang that up though? You know?
I don't know. What even is it? It's like a skinned animal.
That's pretty cool.
A neat little kitchen.
Yo, I'm gonna be real.
What's that like?
This wood grain pattern looking real IKEA. Like, I say that with love. I enjoy IKEA. But am I wrong? This looks like laminate. This looks like cheap laminate. How did this happen?
I could see that. But what is the giant blue cylinder in the corner?
That's for me. That's the Ellie space. You just
The
open that
isolation
door and I'm
pod?
just standing in there.
My cryogenic chamber.
Yeah, you open it and it makes the like sound as it opens.
It's crazy that they hung ring lights from the ceiling.
Well, that's for your streaming career, yeah.
Ooh. Get a little ambitious with those red dials.
Yeah. Yeah, if I were a child, I'd go in there and turn all of those. This is awful.
Whoa.
This is
That's
the
where
hallway.
you see the ghost.
Yeah, this is the hallway you walk down towards your uncertain doom.
And you're like, there's like a reflection, and you're like, is it a reflection?
Dude, when you were a kid, would you have nightmares?
Yeah.
Okay, and would you go to your parents' room when you had nightmares?
No, they didn't care.
No, but I feel like there's like a pretty common thing for kids and just like seeing your parents and being like, okay,
I mean, I've seen it in media. Yeah.
they could take them. They could take the monsters, you know?
Did you have like a recurring nightmare of the same like instance over and over? Because I did.
I had a number of them, but yeah, no, I had I think one in particular that was like very defining for me. What was yours?
Mine was we had this like rocking horse toy. I mean, it was rideable. It was like a full rideable rocking horse on springs, but it was really old, and it kind of had like really wide, dead eyes that looked in opposite directions. The paint was falling off,
Yeah.
and it had an audio box that was meant to make noise,
No.
and it was also broken, so it just
No.
went like when you try to make noise.
That thing was a nightmare, dude.
And it literally chased me in so many dreams. It would run me down and just eat my guts.
Oh my god.
And that was fun.
Whoa.
How about you? What was yours?
I feel like it makes me sound kind of psycho. But
Did mine not?
no, you were just dreaming about something scary chasing you. I was the monster in mine.
Ooh. And was that scary for you?
Yeah, horrifying. I would dream that like this thing would come up out of my throat, and it was like I could feel it. It was like I could feel it. It was like vomiting, and it would like pull my jaw down, and it was like a dog thing, and it would kill everyone
A dog crawled out of your throat?
and killed everybody. I had that dog in me.
Yo. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's like a movie plot. That's like a B movie.
Yeah. You know? But it was really upsetting. Personally. Did I riz it? No. I mean, that was the thing, is like I wasn't really scared. I had a lot of nightmares, and so I developed strategies for like how to handle monsters that were attacking me, right? Like you can just be like, hey baby, you know? Like you could just kind of riz them up a little bit, and there's no way they can respond that isn't funny. But things that hurt other people, you know, especially things that are like you and yours, it's harder.
Yeah. You know what? Dreams I still have to this day constantly.
Tell me.
I have tons of school dreams where I'm
Dude,
wandering around
right?
school. I can't find my room. I have no idea where the classrooms are. I'm wandering endless hallways. It's like a maze.
Freaking
Sometimes
back
Aaron
rooms,
is
yeah.
there. Sometimes my brother is there, you know, and he like I look to him to like lead me, and he's like leading me, but then he like walks too fast and I lose him and I don't know where he went, and then I don't know the number to my combination in my locker, and I don't have my books, and I don't have a classroom, and then I need a bathroom and I can't find a bathroom that is not being used. Every single bathroom's occupied, and it's always like exactly the same every time.
Dude. For me, okay, I don't know if you had these schedules, but we had these like rotating schedules where it would be like, okay, it's an A day, it's a B day, it's a C day. And there were like 7 of these weird days, and they had like schedule blocks. And like I still have nightmares where it's like I can't remember what freaking schedule block it is, and so I'm like trying to run around to all of my classrooms, but the school is so big and complicated, you know?
Bro, when you wake up and you think back on like the geometry of like how it was laid out, you're like this is impossible.
That
like,
couldn't have happened.
It's like I was in Disney World. Like it's so massive.
Just me failing classes in Disney World. Yeah, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare.
Yeah. I thought that towel on the left was a ghost, not gonna lie. I thought there was a specter just staring right at me.
Oh my god, you're so right. I was looking at the little naked lady body over here.
Whoa, I didn't see that.
Yeah, she's just, you know, hanging
They could put those like
right out here.
Is there no head?
In the main room? Yeah, no head at all. I think it's a jar. I think there's a hole.
They could put the lips from the table. They could put it on top.
She's slowly assembling her body.
This is just like the Legend of the Hidden Temple, you know? They're assembling the monkey.
This is an Ellie spot right here.
Inside?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, are you like... I bet you love pillow forts, huh?
I love pillow forts. I love a closet. I love anywhere I can just hide.
Yeah, I do too. There's something so nice about it.
Right? Oh, dude, the best feeling in the world is when no one can tell that you're there.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with
And then
me, but I love that.
I like when they don't know, and then they're talking about me, and I can hear them, and I'm like,
That's the best thing. Okay, dude, this is so cringe. This still works on me. I'm an adult woman. I have a job. I own a home. And yet, when people pretend, you know, when you walk into a little kid is like hiding and you're like, oh, where's so and so? I wonder where she is. Probably not under here. You know, when you do that and they like giggle,
yeah.
that still works on me. Like my friends will do that to this day because it makes me so stupid happy. Like it works every freaking time. It works. Like I will like giggle to the point of like almost tears when people are like, where's Ellie? Where could Ellie be if I'm hiding?
Ooh. Oh, you turned invisible. I can't see you.
I love it so much. It's so stupid. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why do I like this?
It's funny because it's like, that means like your brain is like believing it or something, you know? Like, they
I'm
really
like,
can't see
I'm
me.
so good at hiding. They don't even know I'm here.
That's funny. I like that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. Like literally, Joe's coming to visit this weekend, and like, he's probably gonna do that. Like when he comes into my apartment, he's probably gonna be like, "Where's Ellie?" And I'm gonna be like, I don't know.
Like you have to open up the door, but then they just walk right past you.
No, I'm gonna leave the door unlocked because like I don't know. I usually leave the door unlocked. I know that I shouldn't because I'm a VTuber, but like whatever.
It's a good reason, yeah.
This whole thing feels like a VR chat world.
Yeah, I thought that was like a JPEG for a second, like not real outside.
Yeah, right? It doesn't look like real outside.
The ghost?
The ghost, he's back. The ghost is back. Look, none of this freaking furniture touches the floor so that they don't have to have... Because they hate when there's legs but space between them. They're okay with things mounted directly to the walls. There's nothing... But they're not okay with things with space under... You know what I mean? Look at this.
Yeah. They have like a formula.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at those like blue dishes hanging from the ceiling.
That's crazy. That's Sputnik, I think.
Oh, also, that sink looks like it's carved out of a bar of soap.
It does. Are there two of them, or is this somehow a weird
It does
mirror
appear
illusion?
to be... This appears to be dueling sinks.
Where you guys can like competitively wash hands?
This is where they hold their rock paper scissors tournaments, you know, and you can clean up after.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you don't like rock paper scissors too strenuously. Oh, this is awesome. This is like the only thing they do together in their whole miserable marriage is they ride their bicycles together. They ride their fake bicycles to nowhere together. What is this ball? I don't know. It looks like a yoga ball in like some kind of bizarre carry case.
Bro, that's an armadillo curled up. You can't get it past me.
Giant armadillo!
Everyone needs one. Also, do you want to see yourself in a giant mirror when like bike pedaling?
Could be kind of cool. I don't know. I'd be like, who's she? What's she doing?
Who is that?
Not passing the smudge test? Yeah. This isn't real. This looks so wrong.
This is photoshopped.
This looks... the shadows are wrong.
The ominous underlighting on those like two shrubs.
Yeah, why is it like that? I mean, that's real though. That's the thing, is that part is actually real. That's like that light casting that shadow. But I don't feel like that would be happening, especially not up here. With this sky, I feel like the sky had to be much darker, and they like replaced the sky with this one.
Yeah, it don't really add up.
Yeah, and you can actually see that like in these spots where the leaves are tighter together, it does not match that sky.
I think there's like fake trees added. Whoa. They got like U's on that shelf. They ran out of like memory, had to repeat objects.
What do you think these books are? Do you think anyone's ever read a single one of these books?
Are those books? I thought it was just wood.
Nope, this is
pattern.
a book, that's a book, that's a book, that's a book, that's
a
book. Book,
those.
Is this a
probably just
landline
like
phone?
It's probably books about how to get your furniture lower. I do like those like geometric shapes just sitting there like, this is my white crystal.
I want to grab one end of this and have you grab the other end, and then we can break it like a wishbone.
Like a wishbone? Yeah. Ooh, I wish I was Not in this house? Question mark.
Okay, but look at these 2 raccoons back here. Did you notice them
Is that what that
leering?
is? I was staring at that and I was like, is that a horse? There's no way that's a horse face. Like, what am I looking at?
No, that's 2 raccoons, dude.
That's like,
And a
I can't
landline
even
phone.
tell.
I'm not over the landline phone.
yeah.
Brother, who
do
are you
people still
calling?
have
There's
those?
not even a computer here. Like, what are you doing at this desk?
Well, they have that book. That's what they're doing at the desk. It's like they look like they're looking at like soil.
Dude, my weird fancy office has a bunch of books that are like this, like decoratively books. And I've cracked a
Oh.
few open. They are so freaking weird. They don't mean anything. It's just like a bunch of books of like pictures of other people's graffiti and stuff.
I'd like a book just with like lorem ipsum.
That would be kind of. Oh wow, why are
The
they
raccoons!
so long?
They're like ferret raccoon hybrid.
This is so haunting. There's something like the floor is so, it looks so hard and cold. The textures in this room are all wrong. The mix of like the cream and the white and like no color at all. Like this is clearly a place where children sleep, but it looks so chilly and uninviting. This is awful.
But it does have a chair there where you can sit at your desk and do nothing.
Yeah, look at a fake plant. This looks like it was designed by AI. It does. Oh my god. When I say it looks like a VR chat world, like this doesn't even. This looks like the back rooms. No child has ever slept here. You cannot convince me that a child could sleep here.
A joyful memory has never been created in this room.
Is this a tiny laundry basket?
Oh, that would make. I was thinking it was a trash bin. I was like, why is there a mirror? Like,
you know
front
when
of
you
the
like,
trash
you know
bin.
when you look in the mirror when you throw something away?
it's like this is who you are.
You may be able to get rid of this trash, but this trash will remain.
Ooh.
Again, we've
That's
got
pretty
the
wide TV.
Yeah, it's a wide TV. You know, these are rich people. But again, we've got this laminate.
Yeah, it's the same
looks
pattern.
so cheap. So cheap. Like if I'm not rich. And if I were looking at this laminate, I'd be like, well, it looks a little cheap. You know? The colors are upsetting. Yeah, once again, something really backrooms about this. I think it's the extremely even lighting. Just the upsettingly even lighting and the fact that all lighting is overhead. You know what I mean?
There's something about this wood pattern that makes me want to like just like punch it. It feels like I could punch through it really
You could
easily.
punch through it, yeah. It's all extremely cheap and lightweight.
Oh, look at that like horror scribble text.
This is where they wrote their vows. Again, it just feels very basement, and it's not. Like you can see outside.
Why is
Why
there,
does
like,
it
a
feel so
window?
basement when you can see outside?
I don't know, but they got a little nightlight going on.
That's kind of cool. I want
Attached to the
that.
wall.
I don't want this flooring though. This flooring looks so chilly. To have this bed and a house this big and not have like a rug under it. Wait, I actually know this. I actually know this console.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I looked at a lot of consoles. I had a minute where I was just like, how do people put rooms together? And instead of like, you know, actually putting my room together, I like looked up other people's furniture. I know this console.
Yeah.
This is not an expensive console. Why don't they have a rug in this room? They should have a rug in this room. And a human exhibit in an alien zoo. You're so right. This house looks perpetually freezing cold. Ugh.
That's a lot of windows.
Yeah, again, VR chat world. Like, this won't render unless you get right up to that window. Oh, I love the chairs 6 feet apart where my husband and I can look upon the tufts of grass.
I like the like pillows. They're acting like they're sitting in the chairs themselves. They're like sentient.
Oh, I'm so proud of my pillow sons. I hate this. This is the reason we have a water shortage in America. Just this right here. This right here is the reason we have a water shortage in America. Like, honestly,
Wow.
if that's what you want, just get AstroTurf. This is a hotel. I swear to God, this right here, this is like where you get into a hotel.
I kind of like that like ceiling. It's like a weird entrance.
You get like the first disturbing like horror note right? Like the long, weird,
Oh,
shaky
page 1 from
violin
Slenderman.
as you walk in here, right?
Uh-oh, the sound cue procced.
Yeah, horrific. I hate it here. Oh, why is it so long? It's like an esophagus into the stomach that's gonna digest you.
It's really just like crammed in there, like trying its best to fit.
Okay, okay. It's time for us to find our next listing. This is a gazebo. This looks like a
Whoa.
fine and stately home. All of these are
Man, oh,
horrible.
man.
No one has ever lived a happy life in any of these.
That's a bunker, dude. That's like entirely underground. What,
Wait,
what
this
am I,
one?
What am I looking at? Yeah, isn't it?
Let me click.
It looks like it's halfway underground.
Let's take a peek. Again, sky looks wrong. I don't think this is the original sky on this picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same image laid behind them. See?
Oh.
They literally had one image to put behind them.
Wow.
It's exactly the same between these two pictures.
It's fake.
Yeah. Oh, try sorting by longest on the platform to get the weirdest places? That's really smart. That's really smart.
Ooh.
Again, roof line is all over the place. Why? Who hurt you? Why do this? It's going to be so much harder to re-roof this place, and it looks bad.
I don't know. They just didn't like. They didn't blueprint it properly, you know?
I can't explain this, but is this tree kind of a woman? Like, I can't explain this. But she's like a
No, I
woman,
think
right?
It's like spine shaped, you know?
She, her pronouns for this tree, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you dying?
I'm so good.
Have you like had
So I
too long
just
a
saw
day
a woman
being
and
a
got
tiny
scared.
Victorian chimney sweep, and now you?
Yeah. I got the coal in my lungs. Is that a chain light or is that not? What am I
Yeah,
looking at?
that's a chain light, but this is a painting of a person being miserable and another person pulling away from them? Am I interpreting this correctly?
Well, this is like foreshadowing for the people who live here, you know?
Oh.
For when we reach Act 2.
Dude, how do you feel about this curved couch? I know you're in favor of couches with right
Ooh.
angles.
I could go for a curved couch for sure. I've
Oh,
never
but in
owned
this one, I
one.
feel like they really made up. They're fine here. They are no longer upset with each other in this one.
Yeah. I can
Oh.
almost make it out.
They're like all the way. Is that a nipple?
They're intertwined. Unsure.
Unclear. That might be a nipple.
Ew. The side of that couch, like, I don't like that pattern.
It's really weirdly organic. It looks kind of fungal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like Alien taking over.
Oh,
Okay.
VR chat.
My eyes actually just got like flashbanged from how white it was.
Yeah. It looks like an anthill. Yeah. Yeah, it did look like an anthill. This is so disturbing.
Whoa, that light is like hanging onto a peg.
It is, and it's
It's, like,
like kind
bent
of a
over.
cool design, but I'm really obsessed with the stack of books that are just like New York,
New York,
Paris.
Paris.
No one has
That's
ever
all-
read these. That's not what they're here for.
Those are the only cities I know.
Why do rich people put so many pillows on their bed? How am I supposed to sleep on there with all them pillows on? Do you just throw them on the floor? What do you do?
I think you just sleep in your other bedroom, you know, because there's too many.
These are 100% mimics. Yeah, I totally believe that. These houses have been fed on the blood.
Is that
and
more
bones.
Chanel?
Chanel, 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 Chanel,
Yo,
Chanel,
the
Chanel.
triple stack?
When one isn't enough. Actually, I honestly can't. Is this a mirror? This is a mirror. Okay, there aren't 5. That's good.
Do they sell like just Chanel bags for like decor?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that you can just like buy them, right, on eBay.
Just so
if they don't
people
sell
think
them.
I bought Chanel, you know? So they think I'm at that level.
Oh,
Whoa.
It's so fascinatingly bland.
I do like the ability to be under the staircase.
Yeah, actually, me too. There is something that I would like about being right here and looking up and
Yeah.
being like, oh ho ho.
I'm just saying, Harry Potter didn't have it that bad, you know?
What a take for 2025. I've been thinking about this for 25 years, and what I gotta say,
to a conclusion.
that little wizard boy was kind of a whiner.
I would have been happy in his room. I didn't even have a room at his age.
Oh, haunted. Haunted.
Mm. 4 washer dryer.
Oh, good. That's where I can... That's good. That's good that they... Oh, God, look at the roof line.
Is
Jagged.
that solar panels or like what is that?
Those are solar panels, yeah.
Huh.
Me, when I have
Okay.
to put my 5 bedrooms worth of family into this tiny little car.
Yeah.
Just
Where's their
launching them all way
minivan?
down. Everybody squeeze in.
Do they make a minivan for like rich people?
Yeah, they're called SUVs, dude.
Oh.
Like, SUVs are literally just minivans for rich people, and someone should say it. And apparently that's me. I'm saying it.
I think you're being... I don't know anything about cars, but I think you're being brave right now.
This has quite a composed roof line. This
Okay.
is kind of a composed roof line. There's some symmetry. Sort of a clean design. It falls apart a little in the back. But you know what? Overall,
Whoa, that's a big like shrubbery wall.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I want to hide in there.
let me in.
Let me in. Let me in. You also fall apart a little in the back. That's so good.
That's just a fireplace isolated outside.
Yeah, this is where they burn their victims. But I really like this pond.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of nice. I like a peaceful
To
pond.
scatter the ashes. It's useful.
This is awesome. Yo, I'm just gonna say it. This is
Whoa.
like the first time we've seen a color and like variety in shape and pattern, and I'm so into it.
Yeah, it almost looks like somebody lives here.
Yeah, I like actually kind of like this. I like the colors. Dude, this rocks.
Whoa, that's like vintage.
Yeah, this feels like a dollhouse that I would have desired when I was a tiny child, you know? I would have been
Is that
like,
fireplace floating?
oh my god, it so is. Yeah, rich people have a really weird relationship with the floor. That rug is dope. I know! This rug is sick. Like, I actually kind of love this. Very sterile, weird kitchen, but whatever.
I don't mind the orb lighting though.
Yeah, I kind of like the orbs.
Ooh, I love a spiral staircase.
Yeah, that's beautiful, actually. Oh my god. That's awful. That is a crime,
Oh,
and I don't
no.
like it. That's really bad.
That's more like organic horror.
Yeah, I feel like these things have faces on the back.
Oh yeah. Also the lighting's pretty bad too. It's like suction cups.
Oh yeah, look at that. Did you ever have those suction cup balls when you were a kid that you could like throw at something and they would
I
supposed to
think I
stick?
did.
But they super didn't. They
Yeah.
didn't do that at all. Yeah.
Well, you had to like lick them real good first.
I don't think you were supposed to do that.
Not well. All right, next image.
Okay. Oh. That's a
Yo, it's got a
very
ribcage on the
long
ceiling.
way to be looking. Imagine you're sitting on this and you're just like looking all the way down that infinite tunnel.
Is that another fireplace at the end?
Yeah, like a mile away.
Whoa, that's like where they're gonna do like the FOV warp, like the camera trick, and it's gonna come at you.
Yes! This is where I perceive. Also, it feels like we're
Ooh.
just ominously behind them in a way I don't like. Like the composition
Oh,
of
we
the
are like
shot
in a
is so
closet or
weird.
something.
Yeah, we are like in a closet gazing behind them.
That's literally like POV. You're about to murder the person sitting there. Yo, another outside fireplace. These guys are never cold.
Nah, they got a lot of stuff to burn. This is
Yo,
kind of
like
beautiful.
little fake like hedge maze.
Yeah, dude, you could get down on all fours, crawl around in here,
Pretend it's a real one.
pretend it's
Yeah.
a real head shape.
I don't know where I am.
Where's Ellie? Hee hee hee.
Hee-hee. It's a maze for the ants, at least.
I'm the ants.
I want to live with the ants. Huh. That's like strange how it's like a 2-layer patio.
Yeah. I don't really know what you do with both layers. I don't know what you do with this much space in general. Do you just always have friends over? And if so, like, who's living in the house, right? That's what I want to know. Is like, if this is so that rich people can always be visiting each other, then like, are the houses just empty most of the time?
Yeah, I mean, wealth is wasted on the rich people, you know? Like, this should be like a gamer house where you have LAN parties.
Oh, yeah, this is a gamer house. If it's a gamer house, how come they have so much water? Oh my god.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
This is GTA. I didn't know.
Dude, I almost thought these people were like a little bit normal, maybe. I almost thought that they were like a little bit normal, maybe. This is so not normal. Okay, onward. Also
they have
not
the wine,
normal.
though.
I care about two things. Cars and
Drinking
wine.
and driving. But not together.
Drinking and driving! How I would escape from a rampaging T-Rex? I wouldn't. They run faster than I am, and I'm not gonna in any way like hurt one. There's no way. If a T-Rex wants to eat me, it's a done deal, man. It's over.
That's his prerogative.
Yeah, that's his prerogative. He can choose that, actually. He's his own man. So I'm looking, and it's been about 3 hours. You didn't know Nevercake was so based? Well, now you do. Go follow him.
What did I say that was based?
I don't know. You're saying weird, cool stuff all the time, dude.
Just because I'm weird and kind of cool.
Yeah, so go follow him if you like weird, cool stuff. The silence is deafening. I love just like watching your little reactive's eyes burn holes through me as you judge me for what I've said.
I'll just soaking it in. Yo, the Daniel Lemon emote.
So I'm kind of tired, and I kind of want to go to bed a little bit because I have to finish my CV tomorrow and hit apply.
You love doing that. You love going to bed.
I love going to bed. I actually do. I find going to sleep very peaceful. I love like.
Do you fall asleep quickly, or is it like a whole process?
I mean, I have my whole little like ritual of like what I do when, right, and like how I get ready for bed, right. But like I think everybody does. But then. Falling asleep, I do really fast. I sometimes wake up in the night, but I always fall asleep pretty fast.
I don't have much of a ritual, but that's just because I'm like a gamer, you know. So like, I'm up to like 6 a.m. playing games
your
until
bedtime ritual.
I'm playing Deadlock until 6 a.m. and then I just pass out 5 feet to my right into my bed. That's my ritual.
See.
It's not glorious, but like, someone has to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot my spoonful of peanut butter. I keep it.
your nightly spoonful of peanut butter.
Yeah, I keep the jar on my desk.
I like to take a
honey
little
mixed.
shower before bed. You know, feel clean when you get into your blankets. Sometimes I put on perfume before bed just for me. Is that crazy? Is that
really?
Like, it's just
I mean,
nice, right?
I feel like that's probably unusual, but like it's not like weird.
I just really like the feeling of like going to bed and being like, I smell like a princess. And then like obviously like brush your teeth, wash your face, right?
Is it the waifu scent?
Yeah, it's the waifu perfume. I don't own other perfume. I only own the waifu perfume. But the hot yoga moms were like, "Ooh, this is a really nice perfume. Like, what is it?" And I had to tell them that it was waifu, but it was okay because they don't know what a waifu is. They don't know that word.
That's such a lucky save.
Yeah, thank God.
Because if someone asked me, I'd be like, "Oh." If they asked me, I'd be like, "Oh, it's called vampire blood," and they would know what that means. I think.
Is that actually a scent you wear?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like the winner was banana bread. So banana bread will receive a $50 gift
tried.
card.
You have no idea how hard I tried to beat banana bread. Like,
what rank are you
Fork
right
at one
now?
moment, I fell down to like 7th, I think.
Fork is still second. That's crazy.
I had that thing figured out. Like I was min-maxing all the angles. I got down to 9-second completion time, full enemy killing, 0 damage, and I'm still short by like 100 points. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how they're doing it.
They're just so good. You just have to get good. Yeah, Banana Bread, you
Yeah.
won!
Congratulations, you won.
Congratulations, you won.
Remember those?
Waifu? Is that French?
Oh, wee wee.
Yeah, and then I put on videos of usually Mothlight Media. I find very soothing because he has like a very soft voice and he just talks about animals. And
Oh.
I set the TV to turn off after 20 minutes and then I go to bed.
Sometimes I watch that one guy that walks around Japan, just constantly vlogging Japan.
That's like
I'll
a
watch
lot
him,
of
like,
guys.
write it.
Just a lot of guys who do that.
I think he's named, what is it, Rob CD? You know him?
No, sorry.
He like rides his bike everywhere.
That's fun.
Bicycle. Yeah, and then I just look at the pretty lights and architecture until I fall asleep in my chair.
That does actually sound really nice. Very soothing. It's like sort of like what I like about GeoGuessr, you know?
Yeah. I'd be awful at GeoGuessr. I never tried it, but
Well,
I would be awful.
Yeah, dude, because you've never played. Like,
Well,
I'm
I'm
sure
not very
that
good at
you'd
geography.
figure it out. I'm sure that you'd get quite good. You just have never played before.
The real world is confusing to me. I only understand the digital.
I mean, it is a digital representation of the world, so maybe it would be more intuitive than you fear.
Huh.
Who do we raid?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what I'm doing, man.
I'm sure you've got somebody online, right?
Oh, I'm looking. So Cerberus online. We could definitely raid into her. I'm a little bit worried that she's gonna end stream soon because like if her time, it's so late. Cha-Cha is also hanging out. It would be kind of fun to raid Cha-Cha because okay, we just raided Cerber and Cha-Cha is she's in honor of the hot yoga moms. Do we want to do like hot yoga mom raid? As a raid message? I've literally never called a raid message in my life. I've always just like let chat sort that out. So if you guys have a good idea, go right the
They're
frick
pretty
ahead.
good at like figuring it out.
Yeah, no, I have a really funny chat. They're so funny. Cha-Cha.
They do make me lol.
They regularly I am made to lol.
They make me LOL on quite a few occasions. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, let's start this raid. Guys, this was so much fun. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for bearing with me through my first sponsored stream and all of the scuff that came with that. And thank you for hanging out with me while I yapped and then looked at big houses. I had a lot of fun. Good night, everybody. Okay,
Good night, fellas.
let's go.
Hot yoga raid! Hot yoga mom raid! Hot yoga mom raid! Ellie baby! Hot yoga mom! What do you mean hot yoga